Hello minions! Welcome back to my stream! I am LordOnoskelis, and today we are back into I wani hug that gator! I didn't hug her yet, but we are hunting for that hug. So I have with me my little quitsy bitsy kitty with me here.
Yeah.
And she is gonna help me to get that hug, no matter what the cost. So yeah. We're gonna try to actually play a little bit of this game because this is so good. I'm trying to actually get some spoilers out of my reach because I want to actually see what happens in here. So yeah, one of the spoilers that I already spot, if you didn't follow me on Twitter or X or whatever you wanna call it, is because I made a picture of Olivia and it's way more, like it than my other stuff. So it says everything. You guys want to hug that gator. And I also want to grab that destiny.
Oh shit.
So yeah, we're gonna try to do that. But anyway, we're not sure how much this stream is gonna go, so yeah. Also my vacation started, so you guys need to know that Sunday we're gonna also have a really big stream plan as well. And starting Monday we're gonna play some Batman Arkham Knight because you guys actually wanted me to play that one. And also the polls are actually over on Twitter, so after this stream I'm gonna put which suits I'm gonna use during the game. So just follow me on Twitter if you want to have that notifications. But anyway, let's start the game because we didn't do a lot. I'm gonna be honest. I played the demo myself, and with quiz we didn't do a lot. So we're gonna try to actually do a couple more of stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, Chris, how do you expect me to hug that gator?
After you get pulverized by a bully.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so somebody know what happened in the last stream. We've been able to meet Olivia a little bit more, and now Olivia is being bullied by Mia, which is Naomi. Instead of eating books, she eats a shit ton of cocaine. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Olivia wrenches herself free from Mia's foot and continues down the hall. The others follow like vultures. Oh man, I need to think and act fast. My legs move on their own and I cross into the hallway. I instantly notice Mia already registered my presence and her expression changes. My heart starts beating quicker and harder. Time's up for being indecisive. Okay,
I just realized I can't be too loud nor expressive, so...
Okay. Okay. Defending Olivia or show support for Olivia? This is a trick question. Because... you didn't watch the demo yet, right?
No, I didn't.
Because Olivia already made a statement that she doesn't like to have like support, to have like someone step up for her because she always considered that to be pity on her. So yeah, if I step on defending Olivia, I'm very sure she's not gonna like her. She's not gonna like it. Supporting for Olivia has, and on the other hand, I'm not sure if I'm not defending her at all. So I'm gonna go for support. That's my own thought. So
Yeah, I agree with that, because defending, like, just like you said earlier, like defending her would put her in a situation where she's like, oh my gosh, just because I'm like this doesn't mean I need to be babied or pitied or whatever.
Yeah.
But actually showing support is forcing her to fight her own battles.
Yeah, totally. Okay, show support for Olivia. As much as I want to go off on Mia and her pose, Olivia wouldn't want me to try standing up for her again. Not after how I try to handle it with men. Besides, I probably fumble the words and make myself look like a fool anyway. So there's really not much I can do. But what I can do is nothing. Say nothing, do nothing, just wait for Olivia to pass by. She stopped a bit in confusion, but quickly remembers she's clearly on the run. When she passes by, I follow down the same hallway, slowing my pace to be slightly behind her. Olivia turns to look at me with equal parts surprise and dread. I think a part of her fears that I'm about to say or do something really stupid. Instead, I merely give a warm smile. To be picked on by that many people at once, and certainly they're doing no wrong, is terrifying. In moments like this, she will know that someone got her back. Even if I have nothing to offer, at least the playing field will be a bit less one-sided. Now that she has someone besides her.
The hell? Hey, I know that jacket. And I know that bullseye for a head from a mile away.
The ghosts start following behind us. Olivia glances over to me and returns another small smile.
Well, if it ain't Baldy. Coming in to save the day or something?
I don't respond. Instead, I keep my head forward and keep on walking with Olivia. That seems to catch Mia a bit off guard, as I can hear the gears in her mind visibly start to turn.
Hey, I'm still talking to you, Hot Wheels.
The sound of shuffling boots start to gain on us.
Just cause you have Baldy here now to protect you isn't going to save your hide. Neither him or any of your dipshit friends.
I can see Olivia's claws digging into her armrest at the nickname, but otherwise she maintains her apathetic leer. The more we walk, the more obscenities Mia keep blurring out to try and get a rise out of either of us.
This is why you don't have any real friends, you skipless salamander.
I don't know if Olivia has a plan, because I can fully understand why she's letting Mia walk all over her like this. But I remain steadfast and believe that she knows what she's doing. It's all I really can do.
Who would even want to be with a cripple like ya?
I can hear Mia laughing at her own words. Olivia, please change your mind and waste this bitch.
So you got something to say now, Hot Wheels?
She shrugs.
If that's how you feel, Mia. What?
Olivia doesn't say anything else. She only turns around and begins to wheel herself down the hallway. For a moment, I stand in place and I watch as Mia tries to process what happened. Even her pause looks confused, unsure of what to say.
You really got her, Mia? Yeah, definitely showed that leathery bitch.
Mia jerks her head to her cohorts and glares at them, angered by their pity comments. Then she stares me down with obsidian daggers in her eyes. Well, that's my cue to leave. With the grace of a headless chicken, I scramble down the hallways to catch up with Olivia. Well, I'm very sure Mia's gonna be mad at us, so. Rounding the corner, there's no Olivia to be found. Where did she go? I suddenly hear Lunara's voice echoing down the hall, followed closely by Mia's.
Mia, what are you doing? Get back here, you fuck!
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no no no! Not alone! Not with them! Dread fills me as I hear pursuing predators' heavy footsteps approaching me. I grab from behind. I grab from behind. I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm dead! I'm... Wah! Suddenly, I'm bodily pulled aside, right into the school's elevator by the collar of my jacket. Oh, okay, it was Olivia grabbing us to the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God, it wasn't Mia. She jams a key into the slot and smashes the button for the second level. As the door closes, we hear Mia roars out for us.
Next time I see those two again, I'll make sure that oversized cue ball has to use that wheelchair of hers instead.
Okay. Thankfully, the elevator doors close shut, and the car jerks upwards before making its ascent. Making its ascent, sorry.
Ooh.
Never knew I feel grateful to be in this death trap. As I catch the breath I had unknowingly held, my eyes aligned with a pair of silver serpentine eyes.
I appreciate what you did back there for me.
I'm surprised. Not sure what to say back, really. Instead, I smile back and nod. In return, she gives me a half mile before recomposing herself.
You should roll with me in the elevator now.
How come?
Well, you've just become enemies with her. If she sees you, you'll be a wad of gum under her boot.
Oh, joy.
Yeah. Your best bet is to just avoid her now. This way, you stay out of the hallways.
I appreciate it.
Don't mention it.
Wait, you ever will stop Mia from beating the snot out of me in the entire rest of the school?
Yes.
We heard a small electronic bing of the elevator and the doors slide open. Huh, okay. Mr. Class is bland as it usually is. Brooklyn continues prattling on about some sort of historical event. But most of my attention is on Olivia. She has her hoodie over her head and looks lost in thought. That altercation must be shaking her up more than I thought it would be. A part of me wants to ask if she'll be okay, even though I already asked 3 times already. But the last thing I want to do is prod her. Soon enough, class nears its end, and Olivia uses her accommodation to leave the class early. Besides, we can talk about it after school if she wants to anyways. The more I think about it, the more I realize that I had my first real confrontation with a bully at a school. I heard once that when you get into a fight for the first time, you throw up from the adrenaline. No fists were thrown, but I feel about the same right now. I wring my hands together to try steadying them. Yes, I'm a wuss. I stood up to Mia with Olivia and I end up in this mess. Yeah, I can relate. I've been bullied, but the main thing over here is that I punch back.
Yeah, we definitely don't take that line down.
Yeah. Okay, the final class ends, and I'm set free for the day.
Hey, yo.
Stepping out of St. Hammond main entrance, I'm surprised to see my friends huddled together in a tightly knit group. I usually don't see any of them after school. I always assume they left as soon as the bell rang. Hey guys, what's going... Echo! Damien looks exceptionally worried as he glances at me.
Inko, you believe me, right?
Pardon? Olivia's nostrils flare with an exasperated snort.
I didn't mean for any of that to happen.
What's the matter, Damien?
When Mia asked about that nickname stuff from so long ago, I just blurted it out.
Damn.
She didn't say she will use for something so unscrupulous.
I'm ashamed it took more than a moment to figure out what was happening. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, because Damien actually tries to see the good part of everybody. So yeah, of course he's gonna tell her, but again, he do it with no bad intentions. That's a good thing about Damien. But yeah, sometimes his good intentions just backfire in places that he doesn't even realize. But yeah, Damien is still a good boy. Either way. Guess Damien feels culpable of what Mia said, but why? Okay, Liz.
Let me see. You don't know what that word means.
Who cares? Inka, really, I don't mean for any of that to happen.
Hey, I believe you, man. Your heart was in the right place.
Olivia told us what happened with Mia, calling her some nickname.
Damien leans back over an unresponsive Olivia, hands spread in supplication.
She said you were there too.
I was, yeah.
Olivia, you loved that nickname way back when we were kids.
Damien's words were dismissed with a roll of her smoky eyes.
He really didn't mean it, Olivia. I know already.
For a split second, the bow rolled upon a row of a sharp teeth before gnashing her mouth in frustration. Olivia's nostrils flared out with a hoof of her breath again, and I could practically see everything from her day finally wait on her.
You were just being you again, Damien. Sometimes I wish you weren't, but whatever.
There's a grittiness to her voice once more, but she continues on. She holds her canteen up to her lips, but drops it immediately. Empty again. The grit in her voice is back, but she presses on.
And the nickname is just that, a nickname. I don't want to hear it again. Especially from her, and especially if it's just going to get under my skin.
Olivia stares at Damien for a while before breaking contact to glaze at Liz and I. Why not? Wait, did I say that? Why did I ask that? It just come out. Liz noticed Damien still organizing his thought. Seeing as neither of the others are going to answer currently, he signs.
I wasn't around for this, but when they were freshmen in middle school, Damien and Olivia would take the bus every weekend to an arcade in the city. I guess he came up with the nickname around then, and it stuck.
That's half right, but I didn't come up with it. I brought a chunk of chance for us to play stuff with each other. A match on just about anything there was a quarter, probably still is. But I don't think I won even once. Once she stood to win something, it's like switch went off in her head. I never seen Olivia get like that. Some of the teenagers were watching too. They saw everything. a couple of challenges her won I run out of cash, and sure enough, she ended up cleaning her house all afternoon. It was all she talked about at school all week until we could go out for more. Only took like a month for her to be recognized as some local champion. Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when. But I don't know, it's proof she got that fire in her.
Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's...
I had fun back then. Guess I forgot I wasn't supposed to bring it up. Have things really changed that much?
Yeah. And you did. Again.
Let me hiss to himself.
Sorry.
Just can't help yourself. But you're right. That was the best time of my life. The name Hot Wheels belongs to 10-year-old me. Not current me.
Hey, that's a great story. To be recognized so well that you get a cool nickname, it sounds amazing. Being a champion, being a winner. Why all the disdain for the title?
I'm not.
What?
I'm not a winner anymore. Because you didn't go to the arcade anymore? If it's the one I'm thinking of, it's only like a half hour away.
Only looks at least like she just recommended everyone watch the nearest Netflix anime. Well, if this story is anything to go by, I'd like to see you be a winner again. Olivia's breath seems to change for a moment. And I'm sure these guys want to see it too. That means the one that dragged you to our lunch table all this time, right? Look at him. He nearly kneeled over because he is afraid of losing that part of you. And Liz?
I think I'd like to see why you and Damien are really close friends.
Yeah. And just as quick as I gain the bravado to speak up, my words left me immediately. I think I accidentally put Olivia on the spot here. Oops.
Well,
Her tails run along the ground, a bit in contemplation.
if you guys really care that much about it, I wouldn't mind it from you guys.
All at once, Damien's light up.
Yes! Alright, Hot Wheels is back!
You guys now refers to Liz and Inko.
Damien's shoulders drop for a moment, but he quickly recovers.
Hey, if we are getting the name out again, we should go visit the arcade together sometime.
I'd rather not.
Okay then, how about a better name, like Dead Roll?
Olivia swings her tail around to trip him, but he is fast enough to jump over it. Damien's words flood out as he contemplates new nicknames for Olivia to try to appease her, many of which are shut down by her or leave Liz and I chuckling. I want to know some of those. Gradually, our giggles died down and the four of us chatted a bit more about the day in general. Eventually, Damien and Liz headed their respective ways, with Olivia deciding to stick around. Most of the school has filtered out to their variations, homebound races, or their after-school activities, leaving Olivia and I all alone.
Hey, I'll roll with you.
Really? I mean, I don't mind, of course.
It's nothing. House is only a few blocks away anyway. Besides, I'm sure someone would beat you up and take your lunch money if I didn't.
Probably. There's plenty of time to make it the next train. So the two of us take it easy. The sun finally managed to break through the autumn clouds, making the world almost unseasonably warm. Man, thought the last day of summer was weeks ago.
It was. I don't mind it staying warm longer though. Feels pretty great to me.
Olivia gives her chair an extra hard push, letting herself glide by united for long enough to stretch out her arms to bask in the sunlight. I'm happier you like the heat.
Oh, what? Because I'm a dino?
No, not like that.
I'm just playing. Relax. You're pretty touchy on that stuff, aren't you?
The two of us finally make it to the train platform, nestled a series of the main street. I can see the train few blocks away, or while time up with its arrival perfectly. I just think it's important to be educated, it's all.
Even if you're, what, the only human at our school?
Olivia flashes me a cheeky grin as my train pulls up. I got to admit, but her mischievous nature is a little infectious. As the train doors open, I leave Olivia with one final jab, something I know she appreciates. Hey, whatever you said, Hot Wheels. A neatly dash of the way of her slashing claws, stepping smartly into the train as the doors close.
Nico, you son of a bitch!
It's Inco.
Inco, my bad. Get back here!
As the doors ding shut behind me, I can see an irate and still blushing Olivia, waving her fist as the train begins to pull away. Still giggling, I managed to squeeze myself into a seat next to a yellow-scaled woman, smelling faintly of hot dogs. Oh wait, this is Trucy from Snowcape. Yeah, I get that one. I get that's the. I'm not sure if we played too much until that part on Snow Game, but there is a yellow dino that is a hot dog seller that is called Trucy. And she is part of Snow Game, but if I'm not mistaken, she also is part of a cancelled indie game that is called Cooking with Tracy.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's why I'm very sure they are pointing that. They're putting her in this game as well. Okay, I may pay for that comment later. yeah, that's why that's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
But the look on her face was totally worth it. Alright, as the school year progressed, the days still feel like they're moving along much faster. A part of it might be the chance of the seasons, however slight the change might be. When the calendar says it's officially fall, the only thing I really noticed was the increasing number of clouds in the sky. Better safe than sorry though, which is why I brought my fancy compact carbon fiber umbrella. Still, things have started to be a routine for me in the mornings. Wake up, throw on my clothes, consider eating breakfast before realizing I wrecked my stomach, walk to the station with a feather light umbrella in hand. And will you know it,
Whoa.
I end up having another chat with Mr. Ferris on the ride to school. Yeah, so this is, if I'm not mistaken, did I already tell you that this guy is also works in the school? As...
no.
Well, this guy works in the school as...
I'm not sure if he is on the psychology part for the students, or he is an inspector, but he is part of the school as well. So he always asks us about how the school is going, if we are having trouble with other students, with other teachers and that stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Hello, Mr. Nito. How are you this morning? I'm fine, sir. Thank you. And how are you? I'm doing well. So, my niece told me over the weekend that you and Olivia were in a predicament of some sort. By the way, this is Lee's uncle as well.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Olivia was being picked on by someone, but it's not a problem anymore. I see. Well, that's unfortunate to hear. And strange, considering the substantial funding the school gets for anti-student harassment programs. What good is all that tax money if classes are still ragging on each other? If it means anything, Olivia knows how to handle herself. I was there to support her. That's fine, but the issue is the sort of things shouldn't be happening to begin. That aside, Liz has gotten somewhat enthusiastic recently regarding Olivia. She's surprised at how animated she's gotten. Even signs that get together at Randall's place, I think. I wager you have something to do with it, no? Heh, maybe a little. Yeah, it was certainly rocky in the beginning, but we're been warming up to each other. It's nice seeing a different side of her, even if it's a brief. I don't know, can I take credit for that? We all been unique chances to make a chance, Cinco. If you're good grasping them, that in itself is something to be proud of. How do you know it's really a chance to do anything? He lets out deep and reverberant chuckle. Well, to flip our usual script and let you in on an old phrase a friend of mine once told me, if you see a fork in the road, take it. Yeah? Thanks, Mr. Ferris. I mean, is that
Wisdom.
that's like if you see a coin in the street, take it or something like that. What? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say that it's like that. Okay. Like my mornings, the school days have become a routine as well. Play through physical exam with Damien, see Olivia's new doodles and sketches in art class. We watch Liz lose her mind, tutoring Damien at lunch, talk shop with Ben. So now I have to avoid Mia like a plague, because she is certainly out to kill me. All said, I think St. Hammond has been my best school experience out of... Man, I've been lost count of how often I move. Must be the fresh head from. As for today, it's been raining pretty often recently, so casually made us play more dodgeball in the gym. Mia was definitely gunning for me with the way she launched them at me with the speed of a catapult. Yeah. I rest in Atakan's class, popping my spine against the curve of my chair. Apparently today's short day because of some assembly, so the period will end much earlier than usual. It also means we got most of the period slack off to do homework. I glanced at my desk next to me in the hopes of catching Olivia's last artistic masterpiece when I noticed she is not drawing, and instead only fidget. Hey Olivia, you seem a bit nervous. Everything alright?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's just that I've been hearing rumors that the school's shared drive might have been corrupted.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
How did something like that happen?
Not sure, but I'm scared that it might have messed with the art contest submissions. I think you should check out your entry on the website just to make sure it's okay.
Technology, don't fail me now. With urgency, I take out my phone and I type in the school website. Fast fingers lead me to the art contest tab. Can this loading bar go any slower? Finally, page loading and... Oh. Looks like the submission has been closed.
What?
I hold the phone up for Olivia to show her the page. The submissions have been closed since voting started last week.
Oh.
Sheesh, I thought Mr. Anakin has spooked me. Olivia's all size up. Well, that's quite reassuring. With the submissions closed, there's no chance of any hacker messing with them. Olivia doesn't seem convinced, still drumming her fingers on her desk. Hopefully she feels loads better when the preliminary winners are revealed. Speaking of which, where we... As the bell sounds, the class begins to pack their things and Idakan colors everybody into a single file line. Alright everybody, we have an assigned role, so stick together. Before I join the rest of the line, I look at Olivia, who seems to be stalling. Come on, I'll go with you. That seems to stir something in her, and she glares up to me while hastily shoving a notebook into her bag.
I'm coming.
As we head out on the door, I notice Olivia shuffling her hoodie a lot.
Nervous?
It's not a long walk to the auditorium, and despite Adakan's best attempts, most of the class splinters off to sit with her parents. Having expected this, he shrugs and makes his way over the back of the auditorium where the other teachers are. Olivia and I are left to a strolling crowd trying to filter into the Quamped theater of the school. It's going to be difficult finding some seats.
It's fine, I have a spot.
Olivia wheels herself down the pathway, to which I follow suit. She heads down the aisle until we are at the first row of seats. There's a vacant spot where a typical seat will be a padded handicap size. Olivia parks her chair into the empty spot, to which I take the seat next to her.
Best seats in the house, right?
Can't complain. As the hall fills with more students, my anticipation rises. Oh man, I can hardly wait for the announcers. So, do you think I have a chance?
Huh? Oh, maybe. Photography isn't super popular, but...
Olivia folds her hand on her lap, staring straight ahead as her voice rises up. I knew that, but I'm still hopeful.
Hey, guys. Sheesh.
I have to remind myself that this is normal. Hey, Liz.
I can't believe it's finally here. Gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too. By the way, where's Damien? Hey, guys! Out here! Damien is in the far back of the auditorium, yelling and waving his hand in the air to catch our attention. He's going to get in trouble for that. Friends, sit down! Damien immediately stops and takes his seat. With tempered expectations, we both sit in silence for just a few minutes before Principal Scholar walks on stage and taps on standing microphone.
Okay, everyone. Got a whole bunch of important announcements to make, so I'll make them quick so we can all have an early lunch.
As soon as the idea going for an early lunch is brought by Principal Scholar, the entire room goes as silent as pigeon.
I bet it does.
Nailed them! Totally nailed them! I guess when it comes to early lunch, it's serious business. For the next 15 minutes, Principal Scholar goes over important events coming up in the school year. Most I would consider standard things, like pep rallies for the sports teams or bake sales to fundraise for upcoming field trips, and even something about new clubs being formed, such as the Japanese Animation Appreciation Society. Not the best acronym, if I had to say. Otherwise, okay, give me a moment. I wanna see that. Japs.
Yeah, not the best.
Yeah.
Not the best.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's mostly boring housekeeping stuff when one got right down to it. I almost wonder why such announcement weren't an assembly when the mood suddenly shifts with Scholar's next big announcement.
Now the main stuff out of the way, I've saved the best announcement for last. St. Hammond is proud to announce the 5 semifinalists for the annual Fresh Start Art Contest.
Here's an applause rolls, loud enough to make my ears ring. Yet, I'd be lying if I say also wasn't excited for the reveal of just who had made it to the semifinals. Maybe I was giving myself a bit too much credit, but I really wanted to be among those semifinalists. I can almost taste victory, in fact. I turned to face Olivia and prepared to cheer alongside her, but I stopped in my tracks when I noticed that, unlike the rest of her peers, Olivia seemed to be uneasy about the prospect. I almost scared a bit. Before I can ask Olivia why her suddenly changing in mood, Scully continues with her next words, cutting my train of thought off.
And here we have the 5 semifinalists.
The pieces of 5 skillful students who have beaten all the other competitions came up, followed by the names of the victors right above them. Alas, I see no photography submissions in sight. Alas, at least I gave it a shot, right?
Oh man, I didn't make it in.
Liz' neck drops down like a melancholy novel. I can't help but feel pity for the bummed out Brachiosaurus. Checking my phone, I see. Tell Liz to come back here, bro. Oh, that's Damien. That's Damien. I'm sure Damien's got that handle.
She was not moving her seat.
Yeah. She can move her neck all over the place. Despite my silly mode, I look back to the semifinal winners and I can't help but be amazed by them. Each artwork is impressive in their own right, their colors blending wonderfully and the figures beautifully designed. It's easy to see why they were voted as winners. The last one especially catches my eye. The scenic landscape with a setting sun looks stunning. If not for the slight stylization of the skyline and fantastic for the color palette, it could probably pass off as real photography with some filters pasted over it. I'm no arts critic, but if I were, I label as a masterpiece as easily the best out of all of them.
Let's give our winners a big round of applause.
The audition fills with an unusual kind of clapping one would expect in an event like this. Polite with an underlying tone of disinterest, though one person felt compelled to constantly make a piercing high whistle.
We will be displaying the winners' art pieces in room 237. You're welcome to view them during lunch and after school today.
Oh, neato. Principal Skull continues the rest of the assembly, announcing her events for the school and other minor reminders. Behind me, I see teachers start physically themselves up for the Herculean task of getting some 200 hungry dinosaurs teenagers out of the room, and towards lunch without anyone getting killed. Principal Scholar finishes and waves back at them to signal it's time.
Alright, we're going to start adjourning to lunch. You all know how this goes, so no just going for the exit.
Being in the first row, we are first to get up. I follow behind Olivia until we make it to the hall. Hey Olivia! She stops and turns a bit. Yes, is she still anxious about the side thing earlier? She looks a little pale. I wanted to check out the winning paintings a bit more. Want to come along? She considers for a moment.
No, go on with me. I need to use the restroom.
Alright, I'll see you on the lunch table then. Olivia nods and starts off down the hall, following the flow of students towards the lunchroom. Let's see, the principal said it was the room 237.
Something's off with that art piece.
Probably. We will see. First thing I noticed walking into the classroom is the amount of people checking out the gallery. While I didn't expect it to be filled by the brim of the eager students, there's a decent amount of people here. About a bigger dozen or so. Maybe more will come when they finish up their lunches. Well, I'm here now. Let's take a look at the lucky winners. The pieces are set as easels in the back of the classroom. Some desks and chairs are moved closer for the front to give each one its own space. One by one, I take a moment to give each other canvas a thorough review. The auditorium screen really didn't give the art justice, because now I can really take in the detail of each one by being up close. The color palettes, the brushwork, the subtle nuances. Yeah, I can definitely see all of them having a good shot at getting first place. But now, it's time to see the one I've been eager to get looked since I was first shown.
Uh-huh.
From what I recall from Mr. Radakan lessons, it's made by acrylics, explaining why the colors of it seems more brilliant. I am not an expert, but that's a piece of shit. I am not an art critic. Remember, I am more of video games and do my own shit, though. It stands out in defiance to the other paintings in the contest, most of which were either violently absurdist and meaningless or muted still lives of ordinary objects. It's a made-up of mystifying colors, the organic lines drawing the viewer deeper into the piece, and I feel through that this will be a place I woke up within a fantastical dream. There's no rigid structure or forced metaphors here, just fantastical merger of creative expressionism and realist word beauty. I feel my fingers itching for the familiar weight of my DSLR. This is a piece that I want to immortalize in my portfolio. It's hands down the winner of the contents in my eyes. I simply must find out who made this. Looks like this breathtaking show of artistic talent was created by semi-finalist winner. Incognito, 12th grade. I'm gonna point the obvious. But something is not wrong in there. I mean,
said something's not wrong.
Something is wrong in there, I said. But yeah, again, I post a photography, so I guess my photography gets corrupted in there. That's the best explanation I can come up with. That's a problem. Ah, Inko, I'm glad you swing by. Looks like you are admiring the art contest entries. I told you that selling Hammer artistic programs were unparalleled. That's not mine. What's not yours? I tried to say more, but the words won't leave my mouth. Ben's eyes followed mine to the bottom of the painting in front of me, and I watch as he makes the same realizations as I do. Inko, you didn't paint this? I had no idea your style was so developed, so humble. If I had known... That's not my entry. It's not? No, mine was a photograph. But what's your name doing in this one? It must be some kind of mistake. A million scenarios come to mind. They must go to the wrong name somehow. If they did, I think the real artist will come forward by now. Then the submission website must be hacked or broken. But our school checks for stuff like that. If it was, we wouldn't know by now. Then... Inko, you're sure you didn't submit somebody else's piece by accident? Of course I didn't. Why I would do something like that? You're the only one who can log into your account, Inko. Suddenly, everything stops. My account. Did somebody... Look, relax, alright? We can get this sorted out. Just don't panic. Ben lowers his voice. But Inko, just to be clear. What? You didn't just get a bit of extra help, right? Ben looks at me through the edge of his glasses eye to eye. There's some real stakes in the content. Cheating is taken seriously, especially fraud. The word echoes around inside me. Fraud. It makes my bones chill. There's ingenuine, faker, liar. They're all bad in different ways, but fraud is just dripping with frigid condemnation. No, I swear, I submit a photograph. Ben relaxes his shoulders. Alright, just making sure. Sorry to alarm you. It's perturbing how he can go from deadly serious to jovial like a flip switch. You going to be alright? You going to be alright? Sorry, I need some air. Hey, feel free. I'll let Skylar know, okay? Yeah, thanks, Ben. No problem. Take it easy. Ben offers me an easy smile. Waving at me, he steps out to the room down the hall. After some time, I follow him, shambling down the hall as I try to make sense of what just happened. I thought everybody actually liked my photography, but they all thought I was the one kind of expert painter instead. I don't even know how to express it. I feel empty. I thought maybe my hard work was finally paying off, but... I submitted the right entry. So, what happened? Did anybody change it? And if so, how? It's such a good piece too. What even is there to be gained by putting my name on it? I wandered aimlessly through the halls. The thought of missing lunch passes through my mind, but there's a different sort of emptiness burning my stomach. Why is this rattling me like it is? Man, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. Ben's helping me sort this out. I'm at loss of what to even think right now. Oh crap, I didn't mention something about server issues before. I couldn't see my submission, but... was it just that? Maybe Olivia was right to be worried. Well, why else would she be so nervous? My aimless walking leads me outside the principal's office and the gala. There was one cityscape painting for the start of the school year. The very first painting I ever saw here is still one of the best. Urban cityscape and merged the rigid structure of urban planning into a soft and inviting utopia, as if viewed from the eyes of a child. The sky above the city is beautiful, shade of crimson, with radiant clouds clustering along its length. If the art contest submission was the best painting I ever seen, then this one comes close. I can only imagine the accolades she must gotten for painting this back then. You know, for a while, I got to have the experience. I got to step in the shoes of an artist much better than myself. Maybe that was the intent? All the prize, approval, everything I've been wanting. Just for a while, it was given by an anonymous stranger. Whoever that may be. Actually, this gives me a bit of an idea. If I'm clever and Olivia's up for it, this can be a cool way to get her show off her painting more. Everyone would like that. Maybe that's what she needs. I could act like personal publisher for her so she doesn't have to deal with people. Wait a second. I peeled down the empty hallway. I need to find Olivia. She couldn't possibly... But why me? Why would she? Thinking about it only increased my worries and desperation to find who I hope to Raptor Jesus is in the culprit. I haphazardly checked all the places where Olivia could be, but can't find her anywhere. My hunt for the baryonyx leads me to the second floor of the auditorium. It feels like there's a little break in the pit of my stomach as I internalize my current situation. The soft pattering of rain hitting the window grabs my attention to see a gloom-covered volcano outside. My eyes wander along the school pathway, covered in mud thanks to the early rainfall. Wait a minute. This looks like tracks of them in the mud. I burst through the main entrance doors and am met with a feeling of turbulence hitting my head. Outside, a dark overcast has rolled in. The forecast called for on and off rain during the day, but pretty gnarly clouds. Makes it look almost dusk around. Crap, what am I wasting time for? I follow the trail with urgency, fearing that the rain will wash it away. Looks like it goes down the whole pathway. I ignore my clothes becoming progressively damp and the water collecting on my shades. Eventually, I run the curve that leads to the bridge and see a distressing item at its end. Ah,
Oh shit.
a wheelchair. Olivia's wheelchair. Empty of the occupant. Trampled on its side. A few here reads at me born from the mental imaginary provided by that sight. Those cruel thugs push me up the steps faster than humanly possible, even as my rotational mind tried to reassure me. Running across the deck, my breath is caught in my throat when I reach the middle. She's on the ground, head slumping down. Their damaged and soaked school supplies scattered all over the walkway. Oh god, is she okay? My foot shifts, trying to force me closer. Slowly, her head lifts up to the sound of my shoes scratching on the floor.
Ingo?
Her tear-stained eyes stare at me with a dead expression, and her voice sounds weak. Olivia. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Slowly, Olivia pushes herself up, and I notice she's lying atop of a pile of pepper shreds. The feeling of relief slowly fades away, and I remember just what I was looking for her. We stay silent, only staring at each other as the rain continues to bear down on us. She simply sits there, letting herself grow more and more soaked from the rain. Do you want to talk?
Oh. Not out in the open.
I rag my compact umbrella from my backpack and are falling. It doesn't do much to dry Olivia up, but at least she is not getting more soaked. The umbrella is placed between us, and the elements against the edge, forming a personal canopy above us. Here, now we're alone. There's a space next to Olivia to take a seat. It's odd. We sat together before, but sitting on the ground in the rain. And the room is just a little claustrophobic. There's a bit of paper melted into the pavement, soaked by rain. Though torn apart and waterlogged, I can sort of make out. A tree. A rough sketch of one anyway. Like the one that stood prominently in my file submission. So, you did do it.
Ingo, please, I can explain. I didn't have a choice.
What?
I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't have any other way.
It wasn't a choice to not trick me? She avoids looking at me, focusing on the scraps of paper scattered about the floor like confetti.
It wasn't to trick you. I get it, you're mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I thought we were good friends.
I wasn't expecting it. Expecting you.
She pauses to give her throat some respite. Her usual water bottle isn't anywhere nearby. A chunky breath escaped her mouth.
When you came around, I thought you were no different than the others. That you were some self-centered, pretentious midwit who only cares about his image. That's when I got the idea of using to swap out your art with mine. You didn't seem like the kind of person who cared about how he gets the attention from others. Just that he gets it.
Her description of my characters feels really reductive, but the ache in my chest tells me it hits a little too close to me.
That's not what I think of you now. Idakin's the one person I can trust. So when he went to bat for you, saying we'd make good friends, I was worried. What's so special about this guy? I honestly got scared he'd be wrong. And he'd be just like everyone else, and I'd be setting myself up for failure. But worse than that, Inko, I was afraid he'd be right, and I'd have to face what I'd done to myself. And now I've gone and done something like this.
Touching my contest entry? She nods, following hard.
I wasn't thinking. Suddenly, everything was out of balance. Everything I'd created, all my work, my own little world was suddenly changing, and I had no control over it. I just had to do something.
I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. She stopped to process my words and continued.
I knew I'd get caught. It's stupid. I was hoping for it even. Someone to figure out that it was swapped so it could be changed and everyone would be none the wiser.
She turns to face me with silver eyes wetted with tears.
I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I just don't want to go back to being the person I used to be. The person who didn't care about hurting you.
Her hair tilts downward with a violent hinge of breath. Ivory claws extend and grip at her knees in a painful display, and yet Olivia chokes back any sound she makes. Her body shudders with every heavy breath from her, and I realize that every last defensive barrier she had was completely gone. Olivia's let herself bare, leaving only the crying girl desperately trying to silence her pitiful tears. Why do I do this? I can hate you. You know what? I wanna know. Sorry if my curiosity bring us to the, the bad end, but I wanna know. Why do all this? I'm going to hate myself for thinking about this, but she still hasn't really told me why she didn't do it. I don't want to push the issue too hard, but if not now, when? I just want to know, why go through all the trouble? What were you trying to accomplish? I immediately regret my words, as the painted grace on her face drives home the mistake she's made. Even if I'm in the right to ask, I feel like I feel like the villain for pressing her, but out of respect for Olivia's feeling, I stand steady because to back down will be denigrate her like all those people in her past had done.
I wanted to see what people thought of my art without knowing that I was the one who made it.
Why would you want that?
Isn't it obvious? It's always the same thing.
Her voice take a deeper pitch.
Oh wow, you're so talented in spite of your condition.
This time it's higher, shorter tone.
Amazing. It's like you aren't disabled at all. Jesus.
Her voice returned, this time weighting down with contempt.
For all their kind words, it always came back to those empty platitudes. It never felt like they cared about me or my interests. It was always just blind praise because I'm doomed to never measure up to the same level of expectations. The worst of it came when I found out I couldn't even feel on my own.
The sound of her talons tearing more paper off the floor echoes her hated words.
Even when I intentionally do something wrong, someone's always there to pick up after me or to assure me it's good in certain lights.
She reads more of the page with every sentence. There are just old sketches from throughout the year.
Nobody else has to live with that paranoia. That every positive word spoken and action taken to help you out is just someone acting out of obligation or insecurity. It got so bad at one point I was almost being forced to accept these freaking accommodations. I just ended up.
She drops what little remains of the pages unconscious.
Cutting everyone out. I'm never going to come out on top, and I'm never going to be allowed to fail. Nobody's allowed to feel anything but pity for me when they meet me, and guilt when they even consider not just giving me a free pass. Nobody has any agency, and that's just how things are.
The bell rings for a distance, signaling the end of the lunch. Within my mind, I can vividly imagine the sounds of the classmates growling complaints as they shuffle to class. Instead, I choose to listen to the rain, how the soft pitter-patter of droplets land atop my umbrella before slipping gently to the ground around us. Internalizing that sound alongside the dinner ambience and overall wetness has turned the tiny park in sorry has turned the tiny park I'm accused to into a near alien local. I wonder to myself if this is why Olivia came out here. In a small way, all of her work seems to resolve around average places but altered without unnatural and beautiful overlays. Creating from the familiar and yet adding in the fantastical. I look over to Olivia, who also seems to be lost in thought. That doesn't sound pretty though. You going to be alright?
Honestly, that's the only start of it. I don't want to. No, you wanted to know, right? I want to tell someone, anyone. Right now, it's just Idakin. I'm sure he's sick of it.
Alright.
This crap even affects my family.
You say that like you don't think they are.
They aren't, though. I can't change that.
She sighs.
You're right. I should be a bit more grateful to them, but at the same time, it's like I know all too fucking well I could just hang out at the Pains for as long as I need to after graduation. They're just too nice to not, and the arrangement with my actual father could possibly last indefinitely. I could just detach from society and leech off of everyone around me forever, and it'll still be just pity and guilt.
But you saw them at the pool party. They love you.
I know, and I hate it, and I want to love them back, but I just can't. Not now. I've already wasted so much. Who am I to suddenly turn around in my last year? I want to just get out of their hair, not waste their time anymore. Otherwise, I'll be the one hurting them, wasting all their patience and kindness for years, like I already have, and I'd never be in the wrong. Who the fuck wants a free ride though? A free ride through life like that? And that's all I have waiting for me, realistically. Damn it, why am I telling you all of this?
Olivia clutches her throat. Her voice has gotten stained and weak. It hurts to speak at all, but she just been letting it all out. Hell, what am I doing just watching? I'm just such an idiot. I rummage through my inside of my backpack again until... Aha! Here it is. Pulling out a water bottle, I offer it to her. She eyes it on the ground indifferently, then goes to drink it. The whole bottle is finished in one go, and she drops it in the growing pile of trash.
Thanks.
I give a solid nod. She looks off to the distance again, picking up her train of thought.
That's why I had to do it. I had to know if I really was good at something for once. Really, genuinely good. No false praise, no parasocial relations where I'm verbally filleted so everyone else can feel better for it. I had to know my art was real. That I could be something for real. That I have a real way out. Idakin assures me all the time it's good enough. Fuck. Why didn't I listen to him? He probably knows everything by now. Anyways, he usually does.
Honestly, taking all of this in at once is challenging to digest, to say at the least. You say you expected to get caught.
Yeah, I said I wanted to be. I wasn't even sure other people would see it if you caught it fast enough and switched it back thinking it was a bug. Then you started getting all this praise out of nowhere.
Yeah, I did. Seems a bit sad in retrospective.
Yeah. Around then it really settled in just how badly I messed up. And try to get you to notice it by showing me the submission yourself. Then you just go to the office to get it changed. Nobody would get hurt. End of story. But of course, you still had your own saved. You're always just so prepared for anything.
He just started the crusher water bottle.
The weeks go by, you get more praise, I get more nervous. Then today, and
Olivia's hands finally fell into her lap, limp and spent.
here we are.
It's my turn to say something, I guess. I just don't know how to process all of this. It's like friendships come with instructions. My own thoughts are muddled, pushing me to find some way to comfort the girl before me. And yet to comfort her would be to demean her like people have done in the past. And so confusing, and frustration and pity mix haphazardly in my stomach is not shooting. Pity for the girl before me that was wronged me, but not out of the real malice. Frustration at myself because Olivia was right, having unbelieved an uglier side of me I wasn't aware of. Personal portrait on Olivia, let her fail.
Shit, let her ass fail. That's what you want.
Okay. Also, can you give me some of that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me some of that? Right through the window, let's see if it reaches out here. Okay, let her fail.
Yes, let her fail.
Okay, we are two in here. My first glance on Olivia said early in the conversation. You going to tell the principal's killer? Olivia flinches a bit.
The principal? Why?
About what you did. You say you expect to get caught.
We can't tell him officially anything but that.
Olivia shifts uncomfortably in her spot.
Oh.
Why not?
If they found out, it's all over.
Isn't that a bit extreme?
Honestly, it'll be the end of you too.
It's my turn to flinch. Olivia's getting worked up again. New fear starts speaking through her eyes. I don't need to ask Olivia's answers anyways.
You didn't talk about it until now, after it's nearly guaranteed to win. With the stakes, it'll look like you were complicit. Or worse, like it was your idea. You'd be a fraud.
That's a word again. Fraud. No. That word all over my record? In senior year? When I'm about to have to find a career. Fraud. But even so, isn't it the right thing to do? I can handle it. Don't worry about me.
Please, Inko, no. There's more. I told you I'm not eligible to even enter. I already won before. I got the notoriety and money. The winning piece is featured on the cover of Volcodera?
Volcadera.
Volcodera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Volcodera Monthly, and even gets an article. That's more than a scholarship. It's a foot in the door. They can't do anything about the money. It's long gone, but everyone knows what I did. And it gets to those magazines.
She clutches the sleeve of her hoodie and stares me dead in the eye.
I needed to graduate. I fucking hate it, but I need it. That's my only way out. My only way to actually go somewhere.
You're putting all your eggs into one basket.
There's no other baskets. I just can't risk it. I know I just carried on about why does nobody let me fail, but this? It's serious. They can't know. Please, Ingo. I can't lose everything over this mistake. I just can't.
I can't. Rod. God, not that. But isn't it? Olivia grabs the size of my jacket and adjusts herself close. The motion tips of the umbrella over, it slides a few feet away in the breeze. It makes her almost lose her balance and fall over onto me. Her breathing is erratic.
Inko, listen to me. Please, I can't lose this. Can't be doomed to be nothing. This is all I have. You can't go to someone about this. I'm begging you.
She is tugging me towards to the ground, closer to her, my jacket starting to tear. I can feel her anxiety by how her hands are quivering with fear as they grip tightly in my coat.
It's my fault, okay? Not yours. You don't need to make it your problem. Please.
Okay, nobody else has to know. It'll have to be our little secret. Olivia exhales and let's go. All at once, she slowed down. I have to hold out my arms to stop myself from falling too. Olivia ends up slumped over my lap sideways.
Oh,
Hey, you okay?
no. I'm really not.
The gator girl tries to push herself up from my lap. Her attempt only ended with her twisting on my legs and turning her face and chest upward. She must be really exhausted, as even her attempt to blow her wet hair from her face is unsuccessful.
God damn it. This is what it's all come to? I got away with it too. Fuck. I'm just like Ben.
You have the energy to get up?
Not yet.
Olivia? What's wrong with Ben? How are you like him? She exhales hard.
Ben. It's all his fault. All of it. If not for him, I wouldn't be this thing. Some worthless heap unable to do anything with nothing and nobody. None of this wouldn't have happened.
This sounds like something I shouldn't be praying into. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah, I don't. But I did this to you. I should be honest.
Can you get off my legs first? I'm starting to lose feeling.
You too?
Yeah.
Fine. Can you help me up at least?
I take Olivia's shoulder and help her back into the sitting position by me. She just leaned back against my shoulder.
Sorry, been a long day.
I guess it's fine for now.
Where do I even start? That Ben. I don't even remember how we became friends. But we definitely hung out a lot in my last year of middle school. He didn't care that I was in a chair, didn't treat me any different. He was cool.
What's the issue then? Olivia busts my chin with her skull.
Let me finish. He was cool. But in freshman year, back then, Ben was only in the student council as a secretary. I was looking forward to that yearly art show. Worked all summer for the perfect piece, Dreamscape.
Disdain was heavy in her tone as she said its name. Yeah, it won.
It wasn't supposed to.
Once again, her eyes were teary, thoughtfully with a rage this time. My mouth clicked shut as she glared at me. Her eyes closed, and her tone was once again thoughtful.
Ben started advertising himself as my friend, like it was some part of his own personality.
The sign that escaped her carries year of her repressed anger.
Even his friends started doing it too, like being around me was an act of charity that made them better. He eventually told me straight up, I'll give him that.
Her voice shifted again, but this time instead of a voice of lampoon someone, it was in an early, fuzzy smile to Ben.
I'm universally down on my luck. Not even a week later, people started walking up to give praise to my submission. It was the first time in a while I'd gotten a compliment for my work. I thought my submission was going to win. It was exciting. Until Damien showed me an article in the school newsletter written by a certain student council secretary. Half of it was basic crap about the art submissions. The other half was about me. Ben had written the longest segment about the talented poor girl in the wheelchair and practically worshipped me for my determination. Surprise, surprise, it wins by a landslide. Even when my piece won, all I could remember was that feeling of just being handed a victory as charity. A whole summer, all that effort just overshadowed. And for what? A safety net that I didn't earn. He really thought I was going to thank him. That's the worst part, honestly. As if I would after using me as a stepping stone to climb the social ladder. I couldn't take it anymore. I told him to get out of my life, and he just gave me this look. I'll never forget it. Genuine confusion, like I was an alien for being upset. But what he said, this is your only chance of succeeding out here. I wanted to just give it all up. But by then, the money, the exposure, his fucking safety net, I just took it. He was right. He was right, and I hated it. I really, really, really fucking hated.
So that's what's between Ben and Olivia. I figured it was something, but jeez.
After that, I just couldn't. I shut everything out, everyone out. Everyone was fake. Everyone didn't want to know me, just what I exist as, even my own family. Hell, it's all his fault. All of it. Well,
Well, what?
that's it. That's the truth. I just wanted to graduate and get away from here. From him. He ruined my life. Because of him, I'm not Olivia. I'm Olivia, the poor, sad cripple. That title is forever fixed into my name.
Come on, that's not true.
You're right, it's not.
You're Olivia.
No, that's also not it. I'm not Olivia. I'm God's funniest joke.
I nudge the umbrella back over to us. He goes back into the spot propped up between us, recreating the canopy shielding us from the elements. Olivia looks to me to gauge a reaction. That was the sort of pitch given by someone that's had years to think about it and hold it. And it was one she's been waiting to give to anyone willing to listen, if she couldn't just trust them. I look her pen up angst against the guy that ruined her life. Release it at the moment she just couldn't take it anymore. I can't get much worse than this for her, but she trusts me. What she needs to hear right now is, I promise I'll be a good friend to you, or you can still take back reins of your life and own your mistakes.
This is a tough one.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm not sure if you are with me, but you can still take back the reins of your life.
I am.
And own your mistakes, because that sounds a little bit more like you messed up. You are the only one that you can carry on with that. Because this one is, I promise I'll be a good friend to you. It doesn't.
That's the pity.
Yeah. It sounds pity to me. Like, yeah, Benny was a piece of shit, but I'm not gonna do that. I can't promise that. At least not me. I mean, if someone comes to me, yeah, piece of shit, you can be my friend. No, I'm not gonna be a better friend. I gotta be honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one. This one is kind of like you did the shit, you have to be responsible for your shit. So gain the shit. Okay. I take my sunglasses off and lean forward, placing a hand on her shoulder. She takes a moment to register the new sight and looks right at me, anticipating whatever I'm about to say. You're a joke, Olivia.
Let's see, I appreciate you trying and all, but it doesn't matter. The damage has been done. All that shit is what made me into a nihilist.
I wouldn't say you're a nihilist, Olivia. Plus, I don't think that's what the word means. You still enjoy some things.
Got a better word. Well, there you go.
That's besides the point. Ben did something horrible. But he didn't take your agency.
Are you saying that I ruined my own life? Is that it?
An audience bubbles up within me as she argues back. She wanted to get caught in the act. Yet Olivia looks at me as if I just spat in her face.
Just what the hell are you getting at, Inko?
What am I getting at? The fact that you can keep using Ben's shitty choices as a crutch. Her breath catches. You need to take responsibility for your own life, who you are and what you want to be. My words catch Olivia off guard. And they keep coming, unbeaten now. You say that you're an analyst, yet you draw these amazing pieces that reflects these realistic fantasy worlds. And you say that no one wants to know for you, but you know you had the pains either can Liz, me. Can you really blame any of that on Ben? Even the art contest. Ben didn't yank some evil string of fate and make you swamp on the submissions. You made yourself do it. I know it's hard. I have trouble with this too, but please, for all of us, take responsibility for your feelings, Olivia. Oh shit. Damn it, mouth. My tray has Olivia staring at me, mouth hung open, aghast at what I had said. I hiss in realization and I try to backtrack. Sorry.
Fuck you.
Stopping completely, Olivia's head rises for my shoulder and she glares at me. Her eyes are heartbroken. They're enraged. They're looking for something to lash out at. But they're trusting.
Fuck you for being right. I know all that, damn it. And you're the second to say it.
Her eyes water and her head returns to my shoulder.
Damn it. Damn it all, Inko.
I'm stunned as she presses further against me, even using her arms to tug her legs closer.
You and Idakin had... Fine. You're right, but... How do I start? I have no idea what I should do.
Her voice sounds so weak, but there's conviction hidden within it. Honestly, she shouldn't just mud at me for what I said. It's what she wants. I can do this. Well, what do you think is wrong right now?
You'll have to be more specific.
Alright. What about Damien and his family? She hums in thought. And then there's Liz too. All of them would probably like to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. What would I say, though?
What are you feeling? Hell, just being more open in general will be something. I can feel her throwing, but also not against my shoulder.
Fine. What else?
Mr. Redakan? She scoffs.
He probably already knows.
What you're thinking?
Yeah, he reads me like a book.
But he probably like to hear you say it.
Yeah, he would. And?
And me too.
You got your turn.
You told me just now, but I'd like to hear more about it. You're my friend.
Alright.
Starting now. I can feel her rumbling grow before she signs.
I'm sorry, Inko. For all the shit I've put you through since you got here. For being a real shitty friend. For you having to put up with me.
But just to be your friend, Olivia. so don't apologize for that. Olivia looks up at me through the corner of her eye. Ben can't take your agency, and you can't take mine. I'm choosing this.
Huh. You're silly.
The words were strained, and not from the lack of water. The regret in her voice was wrong, along with the honesty.
Thanks.
And I forgive you. And once again, silence. I fumbled with my sunglasses, debating whether I should bother with them, given the rain. Might as well, I guess, their prescription after all. We just lay back, listening to the patter of rain against our little tent. Just her and I, coupled from the world that's done so much to crush her. Man, she's really leaning against me. I grab my neck, I can't turn and look at her. She looks so at peace now, even with the smeared mascara and her wet hair. I'm starting to lose feeling in my arm though. And watching her like this is... Was that a snore? I guess she will be pretty tired. It's been a long day for both of us. Even if it's only 4 people. Did I do alright? Things turned out pretty okay, but I'm anxious. The best I can do is be there for her. In this case, I'm letting her have my shoulder prop, pressed up against me. My eyes are closed and I can try to lose myself in the pitter-patter of the rainfall.
Oh. Oh my god.
Olivia jerks herself up and starts coughing into her chest.
Fuck. How long?
About 5 minutes probably.
Jeez. Sorry.
You know, I remember when you got onto me for just sitting near you back at the party.
Shut up.
Looks like you are improving a bit. Olivia bonks the umbrella, making it splash a bit into me. Hey!
Anyway.
Olivia stretches her arms. Things go quiet again. Olivia finally breaks the silence.
I know you say you forgive me and all, but I still feel like shit for putting you through all this. Now everyone's going to expect you to be skilled at painting. They'll call you a fraud.
Oh yeah, I was trying not to think about it.
Damn it, it's all my fault.
Olivia rests her arms over her knees, and I'm surprised she managed to bury her lungs not in them. An idea hits me. What if you taught me for real? Olivia raises her head from her arms.
Taught you?
Painting, for real. It's like you say, I have expectations to fulfill. Will you teach me how to paint like you do?
I don't know.
Tell you what, I forgive you if you teach me.
You already said that.
Olivia looks down in contemplation.
Alright. I'll teach you how to paint. But you should know I'm a lousy teacher.
You've seen my work in class. I'm a lousy student. I got a feeling I do work.
Hey, don't make it weird.
Yes, Professor Halford.
Stop making it weird.
I chuckled as I playfully shoved by her. After that, after everything was said and done, things became quiet. Beneath the silence of my umbrella, we relaxed together. At least until Olivia began shifting in comfort. I sit and watch as she takes her her calves and shifts them to her side with one hand. Her tail comes around and presses into the paper-filled floor before her, keeping her upright as she starts to lean forward. Finally, with the strength of her tail and one arm, Olivia lifts her hips from the floor and swings her shins fully beneath her. She smiles as she kneels over me.
You just going to sit there?
Crap, I guess I was cooking stupidly. But it's just so fascinating seeing the girl maneuver herself in these odd, well-practiced ways. I'm kind of jealous, actually. I wish I had a tail to do some of the things she could. I press my hands down the floor and push myself up. I don't know why. I had thought to stand, but instead I shift myself to a kneeling position too. We're face to face now. For a split of a second, I feared the words of Olivia drew me into a hug. I don't know why she would do, but I like this. For how strong her arms are, how are they wrapped around my chest feels exceptionally tender. My own arms have enveloped her, returning the embrace in a similarly soft way. And her arms loosen, I draw back, though I don't want to make my hands off her. That was nice.
Don't make it weird.
Sorry about that. Through the sound of a rainfall hitting the umbrella, my ears suddenly pick up the noise of what sounds like squeaking. I look down and see that there's something shuffling in Olivia's pocket.
Oh,
Ah, okay.
wow.
A snack, I assume. A little beast emerged from its hiding spot with a squeak yawn, to which Olivia offers her hand for it to use as a platform.
Hey, little guy. Nearly forgot about you. Had a nice nap?
That's a rat.
Oh, right. You two haven't met each other. Inko, this is Guts. Guts, meet Inko.
Hey, Guts. I awkwardly wave at the apprehensive-looking rodent. Olivia lets Guts to her shoulder gracefully, like her hand is an elevator for him. You brought him to school?
Well, yeah. I just really needed him today since, all this crap has happened.
She gets Guts a few scratches under his chin.
I bring him sometimes when things get rough.
And nobody noticed?
You haven't.
Touche.
Idaken did once. He told me not to let him run around the school, otherwise it would be considered a health hazard or something.
The tally bell rings out of the distance. We are late for the next classes. I'm sure Idakan will understand. We should probably get back to class. Here, hold this. I give Olivia the umbrella so she and the rat can stay dry while I go fetch the wheelchair. By now, it's settled some into the mud. This wheelchair has definitely been there in better days. After dusting off the dirt and putting water the best I can, I make my way back.
Thanks.
She offers the umbrella back, but I make sure to hold it above her. I keep the wheelchair steady with one hand as Olivia climbs into the seat, using her tail to help herself up. We stand in the rain in silence for a moment, only sharing contact glasses.
So, what do we do about the contest now?
That's a good question. Ben was there when I saw my name in the panic. He already went to tell someone. So, like you said, no harm, no foul.
What about your own submission? I ruined it.
I scratched the back of my head. It wouldn't have one anyway. It's just a picture.
Oh. I thought it was pretty okay.
Hearing those words from Olivia sends a strange flash of heat in my face. It's not unpleasant, but again, those honest words from her really do cut through me for some reason. Thanks. A lost quick draws my eyes to Guts as he stands up atop Olivia's shoulder. You too? A warm smile stretches across Olivia's face.
I think it means Guts is saying it's actually so-so.
Hey!
Cut him some slack, Guts. Inko didn't have any time to make anything for the contest.
He has some high standards.
Yep, it's why I've gotten so good.
The sheer absurdity of it. I don't know which of us broke first, but our laughter fills the air, heard only by us as the rainfall cuts off all other noise. So, now what?
I don't know. I don't want to go yet. Still pretty worn out.
Worn out. A smile crosses my faces as a waking idea comes to mind. Well, too bad.
What?
I walk around behind Olivia, grinding like a mad idiot.
Inko, what are you doing? Inko? Inko!
Her head tries to follow me as I stand right behind her chair. I figure that pushing your chair around is really tired, so how about I help you out? Olivia blushes and looks away.
Fine, but just for today.
Returning to the campus was certainly a walk. Passersby should us looks. It's not the most common scene to see a girl in a wheelchair just roll on in sopping wet and trekking muddy. More likely though, it was because said girl had taken to using my umbrella to hide herself from those looks. She was already extremely red in her face. It was a conundrum. Drop the umbrella and let the people see her. Or maybe up and draw more attention. I shall name it Nito Theorem. She is gonna kill me if I ever attempt to publish it. But making our way back to Olivia's current class, she simply shook her still concealed head. I didn't really have much of a choice. From all that knew of the girl, her list classes were all on the upper levels. And she was a position of the Elder King. And I was in a position of the weakest knee here in St. Hammond, at least according to Coach Seal. So I will lead her to my current photography class. On the way over, she keeps bending her head back to peek at me. Like she's making sure I'm still there. Knocking on his closet door, the pterosaurus professor didn't even bat an eye at the poor hidden girl. She simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking our way, but I chose to pay him no mind. After everything I heard, Olivia didn't even register he was here. She simply rolled herself to the back of the classroom and threw the door into what I guess was Idakan's supplies closet. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it? The stares of my other classmates varied thankfully as our teacher continued his lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Adek. As much as I could, at least, my mobile thoughts kept me distracted the whole period. Just before the bell rings, Idakan stares me dead in the eye. He points a stern finger directly at me.
then to the floor to signal you stay.
Damn.
Once everyone has left, he closes his class door and locks it. So, care to explain? Explain, sir? He opens the door in the back of the signals Olivia to come out. The mud, the tortured clothes, the declaration of sanctuary.
I was having a bad day.
She's looking a bit better. Still drained, but she is not shivering. Her rat sits on her lap, and Ida can extends fingers down to scratch under his chin. I can see that. He takes seat against the nervy desk and waves a hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand to me. I look better the two of them. Mr. Ida can expectantly leer, and Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in negative. I just help Olivia get out of the rain. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk.
Can I tell you some other time?
Sure. Whatever it was, it looks like you recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead giving him a bashful smile and nod. Was it about your work again?
Yeah.
Oh, this girl. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she is concerned about of solidly wrecks the gradient incurred in my class. For the sake of the other students, I had to put a limit on extra credits assignments. Really? Yeah, never before would I even consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working too hard? I would think to myself. Then, 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class, half a semester and more than few angry calls from her parent later. My hands were tied. Young lady simply does too dang much. Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her bed. It was that much better than all these other students? Well, no. I don't grade by technique. If I didn't, you'd be in a big trouble, Lincoln. Olivia's work was very good even then, but the main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to just paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused I had to change the rules like that.
You were ready to stop me.
Was I? That definitely sounds like me, but it wouldn't stop you. Not even a little. Heck, that year you got me to see some things differently.
I don't think I ever did anything like that.
You didn't when you came after class the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. I handed the quill pen, and the first thing I noticed about is how soft the feather portion is. It's a special pen you always use. It's actually from my wife. Well, inspecting it closer, I can now see more of the intricate details. From the feathered engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point, it's well made and kept. And yet the feather and brush show its age. She came in that afternoon with a whole stack of crumbly painted straps, so frustrated she couldn't get it right and determined to make it perfect. I say any of those would be great. You and will love any of these, and she fires back. If it's not good enough for me, why would it be good enough for someone I love? I
didn't have an answer. So I tell her to take a step back. We take a few hours to go over fundamentals once more. I send her home to try getting right over the weekend, and come Monday, she returns and hugs me first. That Friday night, though, what she said was on my mind. I talk about it all night with my wife. Then, that morning, I decide to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there was always new feather or 3 in our blankets each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it right, and got a bit of help to make it into a real pen. And I've used it ever since. It helps me remember to do my job right, for the people I care about, and for the people my students care about. I think that it was cheat-like reasoning that comes so naturally for you. That reasoning, it makes a type of it makes a type of innocent, earnest dedication, something I think it lost for a while.
Don't give me so much credit.
You haven't lost it, have you? Good. Don't lose it for me, okay?
Okay.
Edekan yawns and stretches. You feeling alright to go to your next class?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. He clapped hand over my back. We should do this again sometime. Mr. Duncan wishes us of his classroom as the late bell thrills against us, not he repeatedly screwed on. Miss Brooklyn didn't seem enthused to see us coming late, but sang as she read the late note from Pelican. As I took my usual spot felt something odd in corner of my eye. Looking up, it was to see Olivia looking my way, with that smile on her face. Once that spoke so many words, yet I couldn't figure out what. What I could do in turn was try to match it, before focusing on Miss Brooklyn Lester's lecture. As more time passes, the art contest fades into the background. Last week I had a scare when Principal Sculler called me to her office. I feared that they figured out Olivia did and assumed I was part of it, just as she predicted. Luckily, that wasn't the case. Instead, she wanted to inform me that they had no leads as to who could done the swap, and since it was transparent, it will be removed from the contest. No skin off my back, honestly. As compensation, she gave me one of the runner-up prizes, a coupon for some pizza from some Italian restaurant called Dino Moles.
Nice.
Another Snoot Game reference. Not the biggest pizza fan, but not a bad price to get after all of this. Something for a rainy day. However, I found myself in a conundrum of my own thing. My peers' concerns about my entry were resolved, but I didn't account for the new questions about my portfolio. My paint portfolio. The few times I show off my photography work, they immediately impress at least. They were never upfront about it either. Now instead I got to run around. Oh yeah, these are nice, Inko. Not bad, but what about your did for the contest? I can't even be mad about it, since it's just another misunderstanding, unintended lie, from my side of things. But then, I had to thought, what if it wasn't a lie? What if I was actually good at painting? And after working at it for the past month... Yeah, no, I cannot screw this. For the past 3 weeks, I've been staying after school making use of one of the club rooms to practice.
Inko, did you listen to any of the tips I gave you?
Using everything I had at my disposal, namely the textbooks for Mr. Edakan and how to do trials online, tutorials online, sorry, I stay as late as possible trying to get the same skill levels as Olivia. And as I stare at the horrid acrylic monstrosity before me, I can do nothing but weep at my own inadequacies. Not actually weep, but squinting the Lovecraftian horror before me, and I can maybe see a little progress drowning in the madness of an extant brain. Olivia had me good on the promise to teach me around the time I asked Mr. Edakan to borrow the keys to the spare room. And while I memorized all of her teachings down the letter,
what am I even looking at? Are you trying an abstract sort of thing here?
it was an attempt of a self-portrait actually.
Could probably post it online and some rich asshole would buy it.
Probably. Is that good?
No, never trust the opinions of people on the internet. I learned that the hard way.
After a brief period of awkward silence, I let myself collapse on the stool behind me and toss off the oily apron in frustration. At this rate, I'm going to be a double fraud or something.
Oh.
I don't even have the energy to get angry.
Probably looks better now, at least.
How did Olivia get so good at this? Olivia, please, you gotta have some actual advice for me. She quietly hums herself, slamming away a notebook she had splayed across her lap into her nervy bag.
Well, when I want to draw, it's usually because I've got something on my mind.
What, like inspiration?
Kinda. More so that I just envision something and I want to put that on canvas.
Amigos. Damn it, that actually got me. The door of the studio flies open and Damien quickly storms inside. Inko! Olivia! Are you guys here? He takes heavy breaths as his vision darts around the room. After a moment of surprise, I raise my arm to catch his attention. Damien, what's wrong? The hyperactive Dilophosaurus stops me, taking a final breath before jogging over. Guys, I need you to ask something! What? Is everything alright?
Is something happening?
I can't help but panic. I never seen Damien this flustered. Do you want to come to the arcade with me, Alice? Is that it? Yeah, that's what I said.
Wait, when was this decided?
I thought something bad had happened. Nope, just asking. Liz already has the car prepared and everything. Oh. I'm very sure I expected that, but still. How did you know where we were here? I didn't. I just kept opening doors until I found you too. I've been at it for a while, actually.
Well?
He literally opened all the doors in the fucking campus, didn't he?
Oh, that's one way to do it.
I start at the canvas that lies on the floor next to me. You working on your next masterpiece? Oh, Petty Sideways is probably one of the trade secrets, huh? Olivia hides a Snickers with her hand. Don't worry, I won't tell us so. Yeah, that's right. Don't tell anybody.
Hmm.
I lean down and pick up the canvas and place it upright, deciding to remove the ugly painting and place it on the corner of the room to dry.
Anyway, how about it?
To the arcade?
The only baryonyx fidgets. Her brow lowered in contemplation as she considers the question. The arcade? Not like I had any other plans today. Sure, why not?
Alright, let's go!
Oh, wait. Uh-huh. Mm.
There you go. Okay,
Inko, Olivia, there you are. Damien was taking so long to get you, so I was about to come find you myself.
This time, both Damien and I are whistling for air. Despite a little protest and hesitation, Damien has wasted no time in grabbing her by handlebars and sprinting for the exit. I had chased her after them, all the while Olivia scrambled like a banshee as she was pushed through the hallway at breakneck pace. Take a deep breath and stand upright. Olivia's claws have dug into her armrest, and she definitely trying to kill Damien with her glance, which he happily ignored. Why didn't just message me or something?
I wanted to, but...
Did I want to use your concentration, man?
So instead you kicked the art room door open?
Yep.
Liz had the good grace to look embarrassed on Damien's behalf.
But yeah, have you a little extra of time, right? You've been staying late for forever, I know.
I can't hide the wines. It hadn't occurred to me that more people will notice.
Relax. Not like you're the only one.
Yeah, I sometimes need to stay behind for student council and club meetings.
Right, sure, yo. So,
Come on, the car's in the student section.
the Dynado starts towards the student parking lot, heading towards rather all well-kept sedan. Olivia grumbles silently to herself, but follows after nonetheless. Also, I heard you killing a mosquito.
A small gnat.
Oh, okay.
I clean my office.
Okay. Olivia grumbles silently to herself, but follows after nonetheless.
Come on, dude. I'll take a few minutes to get Olivia in, and then 30 to get there to the arcade.
It won't take that long, damn it.
Olivia hops and wheels herself to the passenger side, opening the door for herself. Do you need any...
It's fine.
To puncture her statement, Olivia used her strong arms to lift herself off her arm. Then, with more grace than I thought possible from the olive scale girl, she managed to flop down into the passenger seat. I stare at the...
Huh?
It's you, Chris.
I was wondering what was going on with your audio.
Oh, you don't have audio?
Huh?
You don't have audio?
No, I said your audio. It sounded like it was, it sounded like you took the mic out and then put it back in.
Yeah, probably because again it's my PC actually told me that
Oh,
the mic was off for reasons that I don't understand.
Gotcha. Let me see. I got room in the trunk, Inko. Damn.
I mean, it's for the seat, not for me. Okay. The trunk lid pops up with heavy trunk to puncture that. It takes more time than I like to admit to figure out how to undo locks, to actually collapse their chair, but once it's done I'm able to slide it into the spacious strong areas easily. Demi had already hopped through the window of the front passenger seat by the time I'm done, as if he practiced the maneuver. I simply open the door behind Lee's seat and watch as a pile of soda cans empty into the pavement below.
Oh.
Sorry, those are from this morning. I just tossed them into the back seat when I'm done.
Surprised it doesn't make you use a bag. Okay, sorry, that's it. That's this.
I do.
Even pulls up an overflowing plastic bag as if it was a trophy. Why haven't you tossed all of those bottles out already?
I'm saving them for a project about recycling. Plus, I'm also going to use a couple of them for sculpture. Saves me the trouble of going out and finding aluminum.
And I get to drink as much soda as I want.
Be lucky with that little you know. Good luck with how is that this what's this sickness called? When you eat too much sugar.
I know what you're talking about.
Diabetes. There it goes.
Diabetes. You said sickness. I was thinking like a storage virus.
No, that's another thing.
Yeah, health condition.
Yeah, good luck with that diabetes. I don't really say anything as Damien scoops off the rest of the cans for the floor of the car and puts them in the new bag, which he then stuffs in the car trunk before giving me and Olivia a thumbs up.
Alright dudes, we're good to go.
I nod and slug into the semi-clean seat. My hand searches for the buckle of the seatbelt and brushes against something warm and soft. There's a tiny gas next to me and comfortable mystery in my hand is yanked away. Huh? I look to Olivia and hand held to her chest. Her green face has scarlet tingle and her mirror-shade eyes glares holes through my head. You okay? The emerald scale girl turns her mouth from me. I stifle a mystery chuckle at that. The warmth of my palm fades, however, and leaves my hand feeling lost.
Okay, all the safety checks are done. Sheesh!
Okay, I was wondering how she actually gets in the car, but the thing when I get the perspective of the car, I see the little window in the over there in the top of the car, and I thought, okay, maybe she had like a like a rider's helmet or something to to put there in there, but not this. So yeah, that's all the question that I have. Let's get in the driver's seat and grabs the steering wheel. Outside, she is crying. What?
Go back? What did they say?
Let's get in the driver's seat.
Oh, steering
what?
wheel. Okay.
Please safety. Let's gets in the drive and sit in the grips of the steering wheel. Outside, she's craning her neck to check in the mirrors and tries. Wait, is right with her head sticking out the window? Liz pokes her head in.
What's that?
Her neck sneaks inside and coils around the hook in the middle of the car. Then, with a practiced motion, her neck constantly coils till her head sits atop the neck roll, as if no difference from someone pulling her on her shoes. It kind of looks like a giant scale covered scarf. There's even still enough space for her to see the windows and check behind her. Liz.
Inco?
Huh? Oh, it wasn't anything important.
Alright.
But the city, right? I actually have been waiting to see it a bit more up close for the gas class.
Do you know how much gas money it will burn through to take the detour around here?
Well,
Good cause neither do I. Let's do it!
Hey, what? No. I barely have enough asses? What?
as is, I think.
Oh, I barely have enough as is. Okay.
Yeah.
The view on the way is fine. I'm looking forward to it as well.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll point out some stuff I remember along the way.
You're my tour guide now.
Don't make me change my mind.
That's Liz.
Glad that's settled. Everyone buckled in, right?
Liz pulls away from the school parking lot, starting down the opposite direction. I always enter and exit. Weird to think, but the edge of my world was as close as right turn of my own school. Then again, I still haven't been living here long.
Anybody want a station?
I don't think I ever listened to the radio here either. Liz and Olivia hardly seem to lace in Damien's direction as well.
Suit yourselves.
Within the span of a few seconds, the actual ambience of the road is replaced with a low sound of decades-old rock music, sending vibrations through the car and everybody in it. Just as fast as it comes, however, it stops. Liz haphazardly yank the volume knob counterclockwise. Tonight the music down to a bearable level. Turning. That's what it is. Damien froze for a moment, but he doesn't seem to contest her decisions. What the? I turn off the notification stuff except for the messages and calls. Between the people I message, there's only one who isn't inside the car. Checking in the screen, I see D-Man. Any song request, man? Seriously? I don't know, Damien. So long as it wasn't twaggy country music.
Sure.
Wait, you've been texting? How long?
Yeah, since like the first week of school.
What the heck, dude? Let me see your phone.
I had it open and to contact creation page. He taps the first few numbers and pauses. Then sheepishly, I'm not sure what to pronounce that, yanks her phone from her coat pocket. She doesn't know her own number? Neither do I. I gotta point that factor. Olivia finishes typing her number in and hands it back. She entered herself as live long. Huh, sounds vaguely oriental. Test. Yep, got it. Okay, I got it. I got that as well. That was uncalled for.
That's why I sent it.
She giggles at her own joke, and despite being at the butt of the mood in the car, is too high to hold it against her. Before long, the dense of forest starts giving way to more urban developments. More and more decorative palm trees start dotting the paths as well. The silhouette of the city gets closer, and we approach of the spaghetti junctions leading up to it. The result of decades of poor infrastructure decisions, multi-million-dollar projects promising to fix all the traffic of they just built one more overpass. Olivia's paying close attention to her phone. She scrolls lazy through some forum. What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. Hey.
This our lunch?
Oh boy, you're still browsing that, Olivia? Yeah.
What is it?
Don't tell him. It's this weird exclusionary chat room. They only allow dinosaur women. Men, and rather specifically human men, are banned.
Racist segregation?
Olivia showed me once. The people on it are really weird.
Humans are banned?
You weren't supposed to tell him. It's the last safe house for us on the internet. I think there's probably better places for that online for you to associate with.
Tell me about the Russia segregation.
It's not that. It's just how it has to be for our safety. Some dino girl can be doing anything at all, and there's always at least 3 guys in the comments saying she looks like... Don't say it. They also really bring down the quality of the site. Look, it's explained in the rules that humans have 1/5 the attention span of dinos. Damn.
Liz groans while Olivia shows me her phone. The grass is blurred to hell and I can't make out most of the text. I don't know how I feel about all of this.
What's not to get, Inko? Think about it. Your history class, it sucks. So you just remember, wait a second, I'm human. And stop listening.
I wish I could do that.
According to Little Hitler here, you can.
It's just a funny group of women like me. Lay off, let me have it.
You don't really believe that stuff though, you do you?
Not really. It's just the rules of the place, alright?
Okay. Olivia sticks the phone back in her pocket with a hope.
Was the ride to the arcade always this long?
I think we're about 20 minutes away from the arcade still. Don't worry, Inko, the weather fountains are integrated.
Shut up.
Damien cackles to himself.
Alright, I hope the place still sells those hot dogs for just $1.
There's no way anyone, anywhere, sells hot dogs for $1 anymore.
Yeah, but they did. It was great. Olivia and I will save our lunch money just for go here instead of the class.
I think I'd trust it if it were still that cheap, honestly.
You ate the dog off the floor once.
Different.
Okay, yeah. Damien fills the air with all tales of his and Olivia's adventures in the arcade. She occasionally chimes in to correct him on whatever
over embellishment. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.
Over embellishment.
There it goes. Even as last remains of suburbia melt away and skyscrapers overtake our view of the outside world. Finally, I'm in the big city.
Here we are.
I'm almost disappointed when we pull into the arcade parking lot. Large glass windows covered in sun-blazed promotional leaflets adorn the front of the arcade, and the building itself looks a couple of decades old. This place was probably successful in the past, but I can only imagine their break even nowadays. So maybe the recent resurgence of retro deco could change that.
I can show you more on the return trip. Come on.
Geshi must see my breath hesitates. Liz unlocks the truck and I hop out to get Olivia's chair. As I attempt to have the thing out of Liz's truck, it takes considerably more effort than I like to admit. Now, how do I unfold this blasted thing? I think there is a result.
Oh.
As I check to make sure that all my fingers were intact, I can see Olivia snickering through the passenger window.
Inko-san, you have much to learn. Observe.
Olivia makes sure the brakes are held and caves herself over in one motion. The chair is forced open by momentum along with a lack of crack. She gratefully rolls by me, tongue stuck out his mock victory over my ineptitude.
Ready?
Sweet! Damien hurries us inside, and I can tell he is much excited, but be here out of nowhere. Dude, this place is the bomb! We used to scourge for chance to come here after school. The place is abuzz with activity, flashing machines, all contempting for attention and gamers excitedly conversing. I lean in a bit closer to Olivia. It's pretty dang loud here. You're going to be alright having to speak up more?
Of course I am. What do you take me for? A kid?
Sorry.
I appreciate the concern.
Liz calls in the pills he put from the floor with a loud shh. The man second off towards nearby coin machine, pairs full of pills at the riddle.
I could have told you to. I've been here before. So why didn't you warn me about the stickiness?
Olivia shrugs. Liz heads lower to the bridge of his nut pinching levels.
Well, you two did kind of drop this on me at the last minute. But I still remember this place pretty well. Great, you can show Inko around and I'll go with Damien.
Liz meekly puts her pointer fingers together as she looks at the salmon-filled tin.
Those two-player gun thingies look fun to try out. You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those ones.
I can't put a finger on it, but something tells me that Liz is banking on splitting apart from the start. So it will give me a full opportunity to have some alone time with Olivia. Just to get to know her more, of course. Liz! I think I broke this one's joystick! Liz sighs heavily through her nose.
Seriously, Damien?
Oh, come on. It's perfectly even and fair.
You sure about this, Liz? We could just all stick together. The long-necked Nino looks around the arcade nervously. As much as I want to protest the suggestion, I might be for the best. Let's want to stick with Damien, probably to make sure he doesn't do more damage. And Olivia knows this place well, so she'll know all the best games. We already been spending time together after school, so why not? I'm not against the idea, just
Glad you agree.
Liz takes this as her cue to leave, and she quickly pulls Temin away deep into the arcade. Meanwhile, Olivia begins to roll ahead, but stops and gives me the annoyed look.
Come on.
Ah, right. As soon as I step closer, Olivia resumes her casual roll down the sideways. Olivia eyes seems distant as she looks over the various game cabinets in the room. Several are dancing to and fro, a soft hum resonating for her mouth. I try to follow her gaze later, but she seems to constantly drifting to something new every even moment while deep in her own thoughts. And as we carry on slowly, the creeping awareness in my stomach gnaws away at me. I have no clue what to do right now. The point of this excursion was to relax. It feels rude to interrupt her, but she definitely knows better than me. Say, Olivia. I was bringing her back to the current moment with a start. Her hands maneuvering her chair around to look at me fully. What game should we try first? The Baryonyx shrugs her shoulders.
Any?
Okay then, how about one of your favorites?
My favorites?
Yeah, you used to come here all the time. I'm sure you got some more to prefer. The look of surprise from her is quickly hidden by her turning her chair back around.
Fine, my favorites then. My favorites.
She pushes her wheelchair with purpose towards a particularly large screen in the corner. Looking at it closer, there's a large block connected to it, and adult multicolored sticks hanging off the sides with wires.
Oh, damn it.
Look up at the title above the screen. Ring Rovers? The more I look at it, the more I see where splotches of fresh paint barely cover poorly done marker graffiti. Olivia's pose is so prominent as she glares at the base of the funny-looking block before the screen.
They updated it.
So it should be better then, alright? Her pose breaks, transforming into a depressive frown as her eye seems to gloss over. I follow her gaze to the metal plate at the base to try and better understand. She looks pretty well maintained if you ask me. Something wrong with it?
They added a foot pedal for the cover action.
I test the plate, feeling it sink down and noticing the video demo on screen, changing to a screen of bunch of ass with a number next to each other instance. Ah yes, all the record initials.
Mhm. This sucks.
So she likes kind of like, I'm not sure if you were into an arcade, but do you remember Time Crisis?
Yes, I do.
When they have the pedal for cover. Yeah.
You said the what?
They have they have the gun that is for for playing, and they also have a metal pedal that you have to press it to cover.
Oh, well, I don't recall that update because I remember like you putting your gun down in order for you to crouch to cover.
Yeah, I mean, I have I've been in a shit ton of arcades, so the only one that I had to aim out of the screen, and that one is really faster for me. It was the House of the Dead. But in Time Crisis, they literally put that cover shit. So yeah, that's what I recall it. So yeah.
Okay.
That's it. After the stream, I'm gonna show you so you can totally see it.
Okay.
Olivia's hands curl into a fist and she glares at the machine. A twinge runs through my chest when I look back to the frustrated Denoker. One aspect of the favorite pastimes has been changed into a way that almost robs her of it. The thought strikes a painful chord in my heart, though I know I had zero hand in the game update. All the same, to see the clover-scowled girl look so morose. I turn my eyes away to my feet, the sensation leaving as I do, and a flash of brilliance overcomes me as I look at my love letters. Hey, I got an idea. She cuts me off with a growl.
I know what you're gonna say, and the answer is no.
So you're willing to just give up because you can play it easily? Olivia's response leaves me a bit puzzled. Her heavily eyes leer venomously at her former favorite game, but I know my idea will work. Okay, you play then.
Haven't you been paying attention?
I handle the pedal work. Olivia's words are left hanging as she tries to visualize what I might say. Her confused gaze wanders between me and the flat rectangle on the floor. The whole time she looks so goofy, I have to bubble a chuckle of fear of her clawing me. She must have realized so as she snatches the light gun from my hand, her cheeks bearing a red hue.
Fine. One game.
She looks at the light gun in her hand and takes a deep breath.
You better do your job right, Inko.
I give Olivia a nod and she wheels herself right next to the arcade machine.
Gimme.
She reaches out for my hand and goes to take it before I can respond. She takes it for a split second and then moves down to grab the wrist hand. She's scales are soft and cool.
Hit the pedal when I squeeze, capiche?
Another affirmation and Olivia blasts the start button of it into pieces. Not so tight!
Dude, hit the damn pedal. It's like playing with controller lag. Inko!
Sorry.
Holy crap, this is worse than I remember. Hi, it's me. I'm the guy that makes sense. Here you can see I put the respawn enemies in front of a place you're forced to cross. I came up with this idea of being a bird. I don't even want to staple my ears to me. Fucking damn it, not again. Cool. This game sucks. Wanna play again?
It's a bit intense. You think? When I finally release her grip off my wrist, I feel my blood rushing through the imprint she left. We ended up playing 4 or 5 games total.
That's probably enough. I'm good to move on. You?
Are you sure?
I don't want to keep you here all day.
Olivia looks over the machine one last time before sliding the plastic gun back in its spot.
I'm still a bit disappointed they changed it, but thanks. Alright, there's better games around anyway. Let's go.
A stray thought from before I really got to know Olivia. Carries into me to forefront of my mind.
Sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when. But I do know it's proof she got that fire in her.
A fire in her. Before she can roll away too far, my hand takes hold of one of her chair grips, jolting the dino girl from the sullen stupor. Say, I got an idea, Hot Wheels. Why don't we try that fighting game you were so good at?
The fighting game?
Olivia just clicks shut and her hands ring together tight. Arcade cabinets can change, right?
I mean...
Her gaze turns towards to the opposite end of the arcade, and I can hear loud hollers of competitions from here. Come on, Hot Wheels, what do you want? What do you say? The name seems to invigorate her. Her glacier irises hardening and her ivory claws touching at her wheels. An eerie grin creeps across her features. Tongue pollution in incisor as her predatory eyes latch onto a particular cabinet in the far side. Olivia picks a direction and speeds off, parting to sea of sweating dinos, leaving a small space of safety in the wake. After a short pass while passing some digital pachinko machines, she looks back at me for a moment as if to confirm my presence and to say, "Don't lose me." And then jogs her wheelchair to launch herself through the building towards a new destination.
What? Hey!
I finally give chase, following as best as I can while avoiding the rest of the awestruck players that just witnesses the high-speed dino girl shoving them aside in her wake. As I get closer, the atmosphere seems to grow thicker, the very air becoming dank and heavy, almost as if someone dialed it a humidity up to 11. For a second, I have to stop in my tracks to catch my breath and try cool down. My sheds begin to fog. So this is the power of the fighting game crowd. I heard things, but I thought they were jokes. So the fog I spot Liz, or rather Lisa, picking up the crowd.
Yo, you find us!
Getting closer, Damien and Liz's head come into view. Olivia stops and checks one last time that I didn't get washed away in the crowd. So, she then moves past Damien and Liz, coming to a screeching halt next to the particular cabinet that's occupied by someone else. She removes a shiny coin for her pocket, placing it firmly down on the controls of the current player, who hardly glances at her. As I step closer, I'm able to overhear the exchange between the two dinos. The Greaseball Ankylosaurus, without without even looking away from the cabinet, starts rattling off his credentials to Olivia as if it was a job interview. You don't think I'm the best Euros kick player this side of Okara, right? Yeah, and I actually had to pronounce that, so I had to put a like double S rank, 3 online tournament wins. Besides, it's 50 cents nut.
Shut up and nut up already.
Olivia's voice causes the Ankylosaurus to glaze and finally turn his head. You really want to try me? Look, tiny Timite. His jaw clicks shut, his eyes manage to swivel and then down to Olivia. His eyes squinting as his retinas slow adjust to the low lighting of something not displaying brightly colored pixelated characters. Bro, you know you can't be bringing chairs over here. Not after the last summer. Olivia grows and raises a fist, and I think the pale skeleton finally sees who is challenging him. His mouth flaps helplessly as he tries to explain himself, before just stopping himself completely. Never mind. Sorry. The gator girl sips and taps a finger on the quarter she placed down.
You can't refuse, right?
His head tilts in confusion.
You know, you look to be the new champ here, right? This is the champ's cabinet, right?
I mean, it's come closer by this point, followed closer by Lizz's head. Champ's cabinet? Unofficially, but that's the oldest one here. Been here since the dawn of time. It's like sacred or something. I look over the old machine. The paint is on the chipped and possibly covered in marked ink to the point that the only legible thing on it is very juvenile edit to the gamer style. This thing? Yeah, man. They only let the head honchos actually use it. If you're spotted trying without the credentials, you end up headbutted.
Damn.
That's bull, but I believe it. I look back to Olivia, who's having wintering stare down with the squat boy. She challenged him. Look, lady, I'm a big deal here. Buster all nuts, grown-up champ in all Volcadera. This particular Euros kick machine, it got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Dino T-Rex Go managed to parry.
Quit stalling and fight me already.
I'm not, but I'm just, setting the stage, it's all. Plus, you think you are the only challenger I got?
I look around, noticing that there was now a group of surrounding us.
On my title as champion, I take all comers now.
Hushel Whippers goes through the crowd.
Form a line now.
Okay.
Tallest to smallest.
What?
No cutting. Oh, heck yeah! We're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster!
Oh, wait.
What? I don't even play video games.
And I'm not really a gamer either.
Too bad. Consider it the blood tax.
I want to protest further, but Olivia heads turns towards me with a pleading look on her face.
Besides, you think I want to put my hands on that thing? Who knows where...
When?
In goal?
Yes! Come on, Liz. It won't be that bad. You're still in the vacuum mood, right? Hold tight. I come get you.
Damien pushes back through the small groups around us, following Liz's neck to find the rest of her. Her head swivels around and gives chase, her pleas to not have a play falling on the deaf ears. Brachiowood?
You're claustrophobic, so Brachiosaurus will tend to bump into everything, including each other. There was some lawsuit, but so there's few platforms placed where people like her can sit and reach everything. There's even some water fountains attached. Doesn't stop things from getting tangled when they're multiple, but it's something.
Huh, Lord. In the end, Liz must have relented, because she shuffles up to the rest of the group.
Fine, let's just make this quick.
Liz reluctantly steps forward towards the arcade cabinet, a crooked smile forming on the self-proclaimed champion's face. It doesn't take too long for Liz to completely lose. A large ankylosaurus hands move like a blur and were dance across the controls, pummering their digital opponent into the ground. A boastful as he was earlier, he at least proved that he was skilled as Jurassic, the screen displaying perfect after only a minute against Liz. Liz crosses her arms and starts heading back to the old seat in the booth, head in tow with a boat. Buster leans his neck back against his clasped hand to make a show that it was no big deal.
Next victim!
Damien strolls to the cabin and jams his hand in his pocket for his change. Is there a whole piggy bank in there?
Haven't seen your group around before. Tourists? Huh? Oh, nah. Liv and I used to come here all the time. Lesbian stuff, you know. So we got some friends to come along to this little trip down memory lane. Lighten the mood a bit. This place hasn't changed much in years either.
He hoists the quarters high and jams them in the slot. Once more the screens light up and the character selection music busts. Buster considers his selection, and ultimately chooses the same character. Damien jams on the "What's with that dead glare?"
Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expects all of us to be beginners.
Buster does not seem a bit more tense now.
Been a while since then, though.
Her explanation was cut as her words take a scratchy quickly to them. Hey, you okay?
What? I'm fine.
I can go and refill your canteen pretty quick.
Sure, thanks.
She reaches behind her and unhooks her severely dented water bottle from her chair. There's something to look into for Christmas. But that was the guy who said there was water by the Brachiosaurus. Although I can't imagine the water here is very good. Christmas, what? What was I thinking? I haven't gotten anyone a gift like that before. Cinco, you're just getting some water. I headed into the arcade towards the center, passing through the isolated by game screens. Liz.
You guys are done already?
No, just refilling Olivia's bottle. Guess I'm gonna miss Damien's match. Say, Liz. This sticker here, what is it? Her hair comes close as she eyes the weird brand on the canteen.
Oh, that's from some really old show. Like back in the 90s old. Why?
Just curious at all.
Well, I never really asked Olivia about it.
Maybe I should. After all, I think I recall watching a video easy about it once. So I could never really get into the older stuff. The animation always looks so choppy. Recapping the battle, I led Liz head back to the fighting game section. It's surprisingly that Damien and Buster are still playing. This time, both of their hands slamming fiercely on the controls. A crowd has even formed around the duo, exchanging loud whispers as they watch the old CTR screens. I pick out Olivia at the front of the crowd, close to the cabinet, so she is able to clearly watch. She hyper-focused, to the point that when I switch the bottle in front of her, her face, she just leans over to keep watching. Evil it is then. I hold the canteen above her muzzle, and carefully tip it until a few drops fall on her face. Her tongue laps along her lips and sweeps up the nourishing droppers before glaring at me.
Hey.
Here you go. Fresh from the latrine.
Har.
She takes the bottle and runs most of the right away, before clearing her throat.
Thanks.
How's the matchings going?
Well, he's getting too aggressive.
He is?
Yeah, Buster picked a rushdown character, so Damien picked a zoner to keep Buster at a distance. Problem is that zoners are notoriously bad when it comes to footsies, and are even worse with mix-ups, which means that if Buster is able to get into Damien's hurt box, he's going to get super punished and might even lose the set in a single.
Wait a second. I'm human.
So Damien has to keep his distance? That's crazy! Wow!
Yeah. Oh crap. Olivia and I watch from the silence as over the next few seconds, Buster pulls off an impressive series of moves that crush Damien's character into the ground. Almost like he was waiting for us to get back.
Wow, you actually know how to play.
Buster jumps an accusing finger my way, as through marking me for dead.
You're next.
Damien's expressions carry a hint of disappointment as he steps from the cabinet, but he quickly peps up and reassumes his usual jovial self. Just me and Olivia left. I seriously step onto the cabinet. A plethora of characters in various fighting poses stare back at me, each with their own promises of victory. I recall an old saying Coach Sully had said,
"If we don't know what we are doing, then opposing team certainly can anticipate our future actions."
I turn my joystick over till the large question mark in the middle of the screen is highlighted to the admonishment of spectators of my visibly nervous opponent. The game begins and my opponent beside me exceptionally calm as manipulates his controls. Compared to me trying out every button to stock and put to figure out what the heck I'm doing. Unlike Damien, who at least looked like he was holding his own against the blasted Buster, I was getting the digital crap kicked out of me. Every attempt made was met my character being grabbed and thrown it in some ridiculous elaborate way. By the time the perfect announcement plays on the screen, I can feel my wrists clamping from the crazy amount of button smashing I've done in under a minute. At least I lasted a little longer than this.
Don't feel too bad. I am the best here after all.
His nerd-filled laughter grates on my ears as I walk back to my friends, all of them staring daggers at the pasty scale dino. The rest of the crowds are in an uproar along with him, and I can feel my ears heat up in the attention. Olivia's eyes are narrowed as she wheels herself into position, her tail lashing roughly against the ground as she waits for the loafer to die down at her turn to finally begin. Buster chuckles to herself while cracking his knuckles.
I'm just finishing wiping the floor with your friends while hardly breaking a sweat. Just so you know who you are really dealing with, I'm Buster O'Nuts, achiever of octaves in the annual Jurassic Wisconsin Ed Tournament, the most rare of Eukarya's second best player of 2007-2012, and co-leader of the Midwest branch of the Midas Mammoths Gamer Guild.
Damn.
You
Quite
want
the
to look...
accolades you have.
I'm not sure. For me, this is just blah 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 blah. Fuck you. So I'm not sure about the fighter gamers. I'm more like bringing some lead to my battlefield.
You look bad for duking out. Or are you ready to get busted?
You're fat.
You know, you can still back out of this.
Olivia's response is to insert her coin slowly, without breaking eye contact with Buster, with I can only describe as a predator leader. She then slammed her fist into the start button. Buster instantly moved his cursor towards a different character. Damien next to me lets out a soft gasp. What? What's wrong?
Buster character is like 3 kinds of bullshit is what's wrong.
What?
Well, for one thing, he's usually gentlemen's banners in tourneys, and
his
Gentleman's
mouth
man.
is moving, but all it counts is alien wars. Buster lets out a chuckle and turns to look to Olivia, giving her a smoke ring. Olivia doesn't seem all praised by Buster character choice, clicking her joystick lazy. Soon as Olivia picks her characters, the game announcer blares the name around.
Wani Long!
Damien turns to look at me. The excitement in his face is overbearing.
That's Olivia's main! Oh man, this will be one hell of a fight if Olivia's breaking her out.
So, is this Wani Long good character?
Shortest explain you'll understand is yes.
What's a long one?
If you don't wanna know what a shutter is, it takes too long to explain here.
Ken. Kai Kisuke.
Yeah. While Damien rambles on, I recall Olivia's motivation just to get there. That look she had, that more than anything piques my curiosity. So, how good is Olivia with her? Damien's reply is to English give me a wide, big grin.
Oh, you'll see.
A loud sound bite from the cabin speaker signs the start of Olivia's match. Given the way Damien spoke to Olivia's skills like it was derived from an ancient scroll, I expected it to be a flurry of pixelated beatdowns and tactfully controlled play. But instead of it looked like nothing at all. On the large display, both characters are shifting back and forth, the joystick in Olivia and Buster hand clanking above furiously. Honestly, it looks more like they are attempting to make their digital saber tap dance.
Oh!
Wait, did I miss something? I don't want to turn my eyes away in case anything happens.
No, like they're trying to get rid of each other.
Ah.
It's like they're trying to predict what the other will do so they can counter and steal the match.
Oh. So, like, there's a heavy crank and thumb on the floor in front of me. Olivia's teeth slash at the base of the cabinet, while Buster's Tegonite had managed to crack into the concrete floor beneath him. On screen, the characters finally made contact, and sent off other flying in opposite directions. Behind me, the crowd started cheering, finally excited where there was some actual action happening. Devin is hollering next to me, cheering on Olivia's with all his might. Through the excitement died down again as the duo resumed the cyber posturing. My eyes started between Olivia and Buster. Olivia is completely absorbed into the match. Her eyes are wide and full of killing intent. Buster, on the other hand, seems like he can be barely containing his fury. 10 seconds on the clock, Olivia continues in clutch, punishing Buster characters with an impressive string of attacks. He managed to get away with some single pixel of health just as the 10 minutes runs out. Winner! Wani gong! The crowd goes nuts as Olivia's victory is announced. And you know what? I can't help but cheer along with them. Olivia slumps back on her mobile seat and sits out a sign before returning to her original position. Buster lets out a snort, twisting and stretching his neck, and cracks his knuckles before once again gripping the control stick. Round 2! Clutch and trash! The crowds return to more silent state of observing the match closely, only low murmurs as they gawk at the two highly skilled players. The words pass around reach me, attempting to draw my eyes away. Wait for him. Suppose he's not doing that. Is he playing with her? Come on, Olivia! Damien shot about the rest of them nearly blew my eardrums, but I share my sentiment as they stylized character exchange simple blows. The timer continues to tick down, Buster once again being put on the defense. With how all the previous bouts were, Buster always had control with with a control level of offensive, but it didn't think of him being this passive. The countdown once again hit 0, this time with Olivia's character slouching in defeat, and the crowd cheering again, though less enthusiastically than before.
You got this, Olivia! Just one more win and you are champ again!
Olivia's shoulders tense up, and what he said, and all eyes staring directly at her. Olivia.
Damien.
Come on, Hot Wheels! Tell them why you are the best!
He groans a bit and refocuses on the screen. The group simmers down to silence in anticipation of the start of the final match.
Yeah, she tried to tell him to shut up.
The sudden silence actually catches me off guard for a second, long enough for my own doubts to catch up to it. Buster's playstyles, it's like she's not really trying. The match starts, and the high flares right battle. That's stupid of me to even think he's a Game Pro champion type. He got way too much to lose. And yet... Hey, Damien.
Yeah?
Do you notice anything off about Buster's playing?
You notice it, you? You notice it too? Guess I'm not just paranoid then.
Like, I didn't really watch your match, but was he always so...
passive? No. But, like, there's two are crazy good. So maybe this is all mind games.
As if he's going to throw the game and let her win. We glance back at the ongoing battle happening on the screen, and I take notice of Buster's hand movements. As Olivia launches her characters into furious combo, sure enough, Buster hesitates just enough to let his fingers get hit by the first blow.
That's brilliant timing.
This is crazy. Huh? Then it hits me all at once, like a print trade. The way Buster was looking down at Olivia, how he didn't want to take her challenge, all the excuses he was giving. He's a virgin. But also, he's ruining the whole match, isn't he? Damn it. Even here, Olivia was right. Damien, I think he's taking it easy on her.
You think so?
Damien takes a moment to ponder what I said.
Dang. Even here.
That's what I was thinking. Should we do something?
What? Interrupt the match? Everyone else is having fun.
The crow whoops again. Only now it sounds a bit different. Hollow, mocking. Damien's face sags with concern. He turns to me.
What we came here for is a good time. If she can't tell, what's the harm? Jeez. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I hate that he's right. I could stand up for her. I mean, just being here for Olivia when Mia was getting on her went pretty right. But what was a while ago, I just don't know. I look over the crowd again. The match is about half done, judging by the remaining health problems. Don't cause a fuss for Olivia or cheer Olivia on? Let's see, let me think about this one. Because...
Jeez.
Huh? So, I know Olivia doesn't like pittiness, but what Damien said also is kinda right. We are here just to have fun. So,
Right.
What should I do? What should I do?
Don't
Tough
cause a
decisions!
fuss.
Huh?
Don't cause a fuss.
Don't cause a fuss?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't cause a fuss it is then. Don't cause a fuss for Olivia. Now, even if it's Buster Loser wants to give Olivia a special treatment for her disability, I'm not going to overcompensate for her sake. She hates that. As for the game though, it's a bit disappointing, but what can I do? It's just one match. I had plenty of fun with Olivia today, and we'll have fun afterwards as well. I should focus on that and the game. On the displays, I watch wani hug, some crazy gravity-defying rising spin kick. Doesn't this imply the nickname Hot Wheels has also given out of pity? Discarding that though, I don't make myself mad. Bunny managed to go from that absurd kick into grabbing Buster Lightshire's character and bodily dragging him onto the bottom of the screen. The arcade machine replies the impact landing twist and even in slow-mo. Winner! Wani long! Buster threw his arms in defeat. Well, you got me. Looks like I underestimated you. He sticks out a hand for Olivia. When she goes to grab it, he shakes it firmly. Thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Pretty good too.
That's Olivia, yeah. Buster raises her arm like a wrestling champion. The gathered crowd bursts into cheers once more. Damien too, I consider if he just forgot. No, he's the right idea. I'm not gonna get stick in the mouth about it.
Alright, that was awesome! Hey, you know they sell food here, right? We should get some snack to celebrate.
Well, I was smelling grease. I was just assuming it was. He takes his own order and starts marching off in the other direction.
Damien, wait for the rest of us.
Behind me, Olivia's brows furrows with worry, just for a second. I smile back at her. She shakes her head and smiles back. You did pretty great.
Thanks.
You hungry? Me wants to go get stuff.
Damien's always hungry. But sure, I'm up for a pretzel.
Alright, let's go catch up with them. The snack bar is small cutaway from the rest of the building, segregated by different style tiling and brighter fluorescent lighting. There's not a lot of options aside from what you expect: pizza, ice cream, chicken strips, pickles, and the like. When Damien asked for 2 slices of pizza, Liz got excited. The moment he got the food, however, he was already eating the whole, holding the other. She seemed really annoyed, but Lucas offered to let him pay for her food. He offered to pay Olivia and myself, but the last thing I want for him to do is to drain his wallet money further, knowing their living situation. It's barely over $10, so it's not like it bothers me. Olivia had gotten an order of chicken wings slanted into the hot sauce. I just went for the classic chicken strips and one of the sodas I recognized from the school vending machine. We take a seat at one of the few open tables and struggle not to think about how often they clear. Damien doesn't bother sitting with us. He just heads right back into the fray with both arms occupied by his dinner. Liz follows after Damien to keep track of him. At least her head does. Olivia's barely even set her tray down before. I slowly shift myself away from the maelstrom of molars and claws. Damien probably said he'd cover the meal because he knew Olivia would get like this. Yeesh, Hot Wheels, would you like some actual meat or what? Or that, and with that? I don't even know wing bones could get that big. Olivia responds by snapping their bone in 2 between their teeth. The girl squares out of a little, and she has to get napkin to hold her cheek. Suddenly, my own chicken tender meals looks even more unsavory, so I push it inside and closer to the tornado. I only take a moment for her to accept my offering with no matters whatsoever.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. So, after we finish any other plans, Leah ponders my words while rolling bone around her mouth like it's lollipop stick. It's just a chicken bone, Inko. An only large chicken bone.
I don't know. I've basically done all I want to do by now. Damien's probably got another 20 minutes before he burns out. I'm cool to hang here, unless you want to do something.
Nah, I actually don't play games much. I have fun playing with you, though. Olivia looks away for some reason. We should do this sort of thing more often.
Yeah.
Of course, I never had this much fun outside of my brother's schools, mainly because I never had many friends to hang out with.
That's kind of sad.
It is, but it looks like moving here was a change for the better. Plus, it's just fun hanging with you, out with you. So, staying with Sauce, Olivia leaves curled into a smile. And Liz and Damien too, of course. So I had to admit, with the way Liz gravitates towards Damien, it's almost like she had this all set up.
What do you mean?
Well, Damien and Liz are pretty close, so maybe she's using this as an opportunity for them to get closer. It's almost like we are on a double date or something. She just back to me, completely attentive. Did I say something? Olivia?
I said it. Really?
Oh, sorry, it doesn't come out. Yeah, it's kinda funny. Since we're hanging out pretty often, people might start thinking we're together. Something was in my back. Ah! Olivia grabs on hold of her table.
Crap, I'm sorry. Yeah. I had fun today. Going out like this for the first time in ages, seeing this place again. It's nice.
That poster guys say they renovate a bit in the last few years. Has something else changed? Olivia looks into the depths of the arcade, looking for anything different.
You know, I think the wallpaper's changed. And both... But other than that...
She turned back to me with a nostalgic grin.
No, it stayed the same. You know what has changed? You know what has changed, though?
What?
The people here.
What, like employees?
Them too, but I meant the regulars. When we came here, the place was always more...
And Dark brows her cheek as she considers different words.
More hectic? No, more packed. It was so easy getting through here today.
I recall her almost running some people over the gate across the building. With the look she had back then, I don't think she had noticed if she had. Olivia gazed liners back towards the arcade machines.
Back then, every machine was crowded. It was a lot louder, and there was always this something in the air that had everyone excited.
What about when you and that guy were playing the Ras Kick?
Okay, yeah, it was like that. But way more. Like, it felt like every machine had a crowd around it. Everyone just getting crazy, and it was always a pain to watch you, to wait your turn.
With the heaviest of signs, Olivia turns back toward me.
Just feels empty, like everything else nowadays.
I mean, empty is good. You were able to get around easily. Near hit and runs notwithstanding. And personally, this place feels crazy to me. Even here in the tiny food court, I can feel roaming my loudest of all the people here resonate through my body. Her response was a non-communicable hum. Olivia handles her flask carefully, staring down at the sticker of noticed earlier with a wistful look. I remember that Liz mentioned it about it being from an old show she was watching. Hey, I noticed that sticker when I went to refill it. What is it from?
Oh, that? It's from some old anime that I remember watching growing up. It's nothing really special.
From some anime, huh? What's it all?
You want to know?
Sure, I never really caught up on the whole anime stuff. But I'd like to know what it's about. Also, I saw Olivia's eyes.
Little with joy.
Yeah.
You know, if you really do want to know, it's not like any other anime. It's called Gundam. Oh shit.
I think
Yeah,
that's
keep
one of
that
my people.
moving.
I think
Keep
that's
that moving.
one of my people. She likes Gundam.
Yeah, keep it moving.
For the next
There it is.
For the next 5 minutes, Olivia tries to summarize the premise of Gundam in detail. Given that I'm clueless to it as I was with the fighting terminology, the plot sounds completely distorted. The sticker is of the symbol of one faction of the Space Noids, fighting for their independence. Sounds like just a noble group with a goal like that. Watching her talk so passionately about the series franchise, oh, that's a lot. For how long?
But that's alternate universe stuff. Oh, and then there's this martial arts one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only one I actually liked, since you can like continue through this. She's only talking about Gundam. I'm only going to talk about the one Gundam I actually liked was I believe it was Gundam Wing, the guy with the burning fist. That was the only one. Or was it like G Gundam? But it was like a whole bunch of Gundams during that time. So it was like Gundam Wing, G Gundam, Winged Gundam, which was like the chibi version. And then there was this other Gundams, like, bruh, I can't keep up. And like the chibi Gundam thing was, it was strictly for kids. It didn't have no real excitement outside of being a kid's show.
Yeah, I can get it, don't worry. Still, my favorite Gundam is, of course, I'm not sure, Brave Are Warriors. I know, a lot of people doesn't like that. But I like it because it's fucking Romance of the Three Kingdoms in Gundam.
I think I'm pretty sure it was G Gundam. I watched it from start to finish, and it was pretty good. But the other ones, nah, they can hold that.
And also one of my favorite Gundams is Benjamin. Yeah, it's a chibi Gundam that is literally some kind of Corsair pirate. I'm not sure. And I really like that. I really wish to have that kind of Gundam figurine in my collection, but Okay, as she continues her prescription of the franchise, I start to realize how enamored I've become. Not just about hearing the show, but from seeing Olivia's talking about her favorite show with such passion and energy. I found myself engrossed in her voice as she records a particular version of the anime, as she even taken to emulating segments from the show.
Are we done with talking about Gundam?
Okay. Okay.
In the end, he probably admits it, and it's one of the best romance Gundams. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. That's the exact one I watched.
Yeah.
Because it had the romance in it.
Her sudden pause worries me. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. Rather, keep some ruthless in her tone again. Her throat finally run dry. Do you need another refill?
I'm good.
She drinks deeply from the canteen that had started this hollow. It's been a while since she took herself right like that. In fact, I can't recall the last time she desperately needed to hydrate like that. I think maybe around the start of the school year. She realizes the canteen and lets a breath of relief out. Better? Olivia nods.
Anyway, where the lead? Actually, I've probably been babbling on too long about it.
Oh no, I don't mind at all.
Nah, it's fine. Besides, you let me talk about my favorite show, so tell me about yours.
Mine? Well, I haven't finished anything. Just most video ESCs about old shows. I'm told I can call myself a fan of video games without having played them, but does Sarah play on TV? Olivia sure has taste. She can't tell me exactly what kind of show she likes, why she likes it. I just know bits of trivia. No, that can be right. I've seen lots of things in passings. Like... Well shot. I have no flag. Hey, Roger! Welcome to the stream! We're here trying to hug that gator. We're trying to have that passion hug. So, how's it? Yeah. Is this the gator I've been hearing so much about? Yeah, this is totally the gator one. The gator we need to hug. So, yeah. If you wanna play it, just play it. We're trying to get our own run in here. I have no swag. I guess I spend more time watching in-depth videos, essays about shows, than actually watching them. Nice. Yeah, it is nice. Man, that's embarrassing.
Is this the chapter end?
I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure. you still need to go?
Yeah, in the next 10 minutes.
Okay, we can call it in here, though. If you need to go, just let me know. So we can call it here.
Yeah, I got 10 minutes. I just want to make sure we close out the chapter first.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Got a tournament to help run.
Okay, 10 minutes. Okay.
Let's see. No, it's not. Okay, maybe a little. But it's never too late to get into it. See what you do or don't like. Next time you're over at my place, we can binge watch a whole anime series. Like Death Parade.
I like the sound of that. Yeah. Surely you though.
But if it ever gets too intense, you can always watch Power Rap. I too love Raptors.
The Power Raptors! Remember!
Go Power Raptors!
Hey!
Relax. Toku shows like that aren't just for kids to like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also a fan of Kamen Rider series.
It's called Common Raptors.
Kamen Raptor, sorry! Okay, your turn.
Oh, it's funny though. I remember my dad letting me watch it as a kid, and Vinny got into it because I showed him.
If you don't mind me asking, you mentioned that your dad's in and out of town because of his job. What is he exactly?
He's on contract with the DOD.
Whoa, really?
Yep. Been working with the Air Force since I was a baby. Normally he isn't called that often, but when he does, it's pretty lengthy. Weeks, even months.
That must suck.
It isn't all too bad. We still call each other and send messages. The work just keeps him busy.
Military contractor alligator. Sorry, sir. Well, that's good. Keeping in touch with your folks is important. Why do I feel sad now?
What about your parents? What's their job?
Oh, mine are joint partners in architect. It's why we move around a lot, and the main reason why we were here in Bocadera to begin with.
Now it all makes sense.
What does?
You know.
He points at my shades and jacket. Having a jacket and shades doesn't actually make me rich, Olivia.
Dude, who else wears clothes from Abercrombie and Flint? Are we allowed to say that?
If it's in the game, and a lot of people actually stream this, I think we are.
that has extra pairs of Ray-Ban sunglasses on them. People in mansions, that's all.
I don't live in a mansion. For your information, it's a 2-story complex with an automatic gate and I see what you mean.
No, you get it, moneybags. You live nicely. Privileged poor.
So this is the opposite of Anon from Snook Game. Because Anon was a poor guy. He was poor.
Yep.
And Inka now, Inka is rich. Suddenly, Liz starts waving her hands around excitedly. What the? Inko! Olivia! The men come rushing in, both arms filled with a pile of tickets. He's so rich he doesn't need hair. Probably. Whoa, mama, that's a lot of tickets. The other end is still trailing behind it. Please.
Damien got the jackpot at Megala Millionaire.
This is probably like 1,000 tickets. I'm gonna go see what this gets me the prize corner. Come on. Holy crap. Alright, yeah. You don't need it, Olivia? She takes the bucket of chicken truffles and pushes back to the front of the table.
Yeah.
I rub my ass and follow behind Damien to prize counter. He plots his winning stash on the counter in front of the unmasked merchant. So, what's this get me? Nothing, you need to drop those in a ticket counter first. Ah, damn, nearly forgot. He rushes off and gets them counted, and I look over the options. Then, view all games of the top of the shelf for several thousands. What the exchange rate supposed to be? Below me in the glass counter is a bunch of candy and small plastic novelties. There's also a lot of joke items, whoopee cushions, air horns, things like that. Another corner is a series of licensed generic plush toys hanging. What do you think he'll get?
Probably the mini RC car.
Please.
Or no, maybe that plasma globe. He's going to get a handful of candy and let us have the rest.
You think so? Alright, I'm back. He hands the ticket over and spot the number 100 at 2247 printed on the ticket. Damn, that's enough for one of the plushies on the wall. Let's see. I want... Hey, how about that? He points at a small football table on the top of the shelf. The clerk glances up and it's back. I'm back. That's gonna be like another few thousand. Ah, damn it. Well, I'm out of ideas. I guess I have some of those then. The clerk gets a smile of packed chocolates from the display. You guys can have the rest.
I don't really need anything here.
Nothing really speaks to me either.
I might want something.
Olivia scans the corner. There's still enough tickets for medium price. This might get going to the paddle bar or something.
Oh, look at that.
She points at the plushie in the corner. The blue slug thing?
No, next to it.
There's a weird dark green thing hanging in the corner. The only one of its kind. I'm gonna want to drop kick it. That one? I don't know. Something about it really makes me want to, I don't know, tie it from a firework and set it off into the deep fryer. I just was thinking the same thing.
You guys are rude. I'm not saying you're wrong though.
Okay, we all hate it.
He looks like he is the reason we have taxes.
I hate his face. He thinks he's better than all of us. I got used to it. It's been around for years.
Damn it! I hate it!
You don't really want it, right, Olivia?
It's just like me. It's just like me for real.
Her eyes are bright and wide. She's in love. Oh. Her clear hands the stuffed toy and she looks deep into its beady eyes.
Yep, just like me.
I'm going to set that on fire sometime.
Not if you like having both arms.
We have two for a reason.
The argument continues for several minutes.
Guys, it's getting late. Think it's time we head out.
Ah, shit, she's right. Even though the weekend starts tomorrow, I still need a curfew my folks are strict about. Agreed.
Ow. I guess you're right.
Okay, you're okay if we leave it here? I can continue this one later? Okay, we're gonna save. Yeah. Actually, I should save another spot. Too late for that. Okay, well, I'm not sure about where it's gonna be the next time we're streaming this. Probably it's gonna be Sunday, but everything depends on Kitty in my side. Stretch? Okay. My back actually actually it made sounds. And not good ones.
I felt that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. Probably this Sunday we're gonna actually keep streaming this, but all depends if Chris is able to actually stream with us. But if not, I already have other plans with Barcio to play Helldivers 2, so yeah. We will see what happens. And remember, if you don't follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. You will see at that time. Okay, is there anyone we can raid? Let me check. Yeah, Yumiko is on, so let's raid Yumiko. Raid Yumiko raid. Okay, thanks for the stream. You're welcome. I always like this kind of streams. But anyway, this is the end of the stream. I hope you guys had a blast because I always had a blast. Remember, Sunday, I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but if you follow me on Twitter, X, whatever you wanna call it, I'm gonna make sure to know you guys what are we doing. So anyway, as always, be safe out there, and have a good... Well, technically it's evening for me, so have a good evening. See you next time, my minions!